All right, guys, we're back. Day two. Two DJs, one mic, Midwest DJs live. We in the building. We're in the building. I know I'm tired. It was a lot going on last night. We're gonna have to recap about that that awesome show, that performance that was put on last night. I think we're gonna have to bring in the producer to help us to talk about that one because it was awesome.
Yeah.
It was
Yeah.
awesome. But we want to thank you
I
guys.
did get to see one of them, Stars, DJ Stars, but I heard
Oh,
it was awesome.
Yeah, yeah, it was. It was nice. Yeah,
Yeah. Yeah.
it was nice. But before we get there, let's just recap on yesterday.
All right.
What were some of the things that stood out for you yesterday?
Oh man, some of the good performances in there on the stage for the run battle. All the great interviews, man. Sitting down with Joe Bond yesterday early, Daryl, and man, just to me, it's just all the love we get over here when people tell me, man, I love y'all stuff. I watch y'all stuff. So, I mean, I know that makes me feel good that we're putting out some great content and people are actually paying attention to it, and they love what we're doing and what we're bringing to the industry. And it's a beautiful thing.
Yeah, it's a beautiful thing.
Yeah. What about you?
It was so much yesterday that I had to unpack from my brain. When we had, we started at about 7 a.m. yesterday, and we didn't walk out from here to after 6.
Yeah.
So, we basically pulled almost a 12-hour
We
shift.
do an 8-hour. We did a 10-hour day.
Yeah.
So we sat down, probably had our first interview by 8 and did not stop till what, 6 o'clock after we had Nate and DJ Spider.
Yeah.
Which was really cool.
Yes. So
Spider was wild.
Yeah.
But y'all, just talking to Spider, man, showed that there's no limit to where you can go. He got his first big break when he got pulled in to help out DJ AM. And if you haven't watched the documentary on DJ AM, you need to go watch it. He's the person that's responsible for so much stuff in the industry. Yeah, we got the Jazzy Jeffs and all those people he broke down the doors for them. He was the first celebrity DJ that demanded $1 million or got, club appearance for $10,000 or whatever. And Spider is one of his proteges, man. And we got to sit down and chat with him yesterday, Nate Nelson, man. And then talking music with John yesterday from DMS. Oh my God, Mike.
Oh yeah, it was great.
Yeah,
it was great. But I would say, like I said, for me, unpacking the information and the interviews and everything that I got out of it, one of the many things that stood out to me was actually having the educational conversations about, bettering the industry.
Yeah. We heard that from so many people.
Yeah.
And the love for this conference from everybody that comes, it's amazing. People they've heard great things about it. They get here and it's just exactly what people told me it was. Close internet, family kind of atmosphere, just a great conference.
Oh yes. And one of the things that I've noticed is when we're doing these shows, it seems like there's a common conversation or a common feel that when we talk to people that you have, like when we did Mex PBX, one of the common threads was I came here so I can learn how to build my business the right way, and do it the right way.
Yeah, and one of the things, like saying that, this year they had 50 new attendees.
Yes.
I mean, I know other bigger shows probably have more than that, but to have 50 new young DJs here to attend the show, man, that's incredible, man.
Yeah.
That means 50 new people are coming here to get equipped and go go out there and be killer, and not just as DJs, but as business professionals, because it's been so much with, I mean, I think Nate's talking today, but the panels on different things and Nate Acosta from our area, Dallas, is talking about consistency today. He's doing a talk on that. It's just so many things, social media, you name it, they've been talking about it. They had breakout classes, breakout sessions on MCN, Rob Farrell here doing his thing, Michael Walter. You know, yeah, it's the normal suspects, but if you're new, it's something fresh for you to get something different.
Well, I wanna stop right there. When you say it's the normal, you know, people that we normally see from a presenter standpoint. But you said one name that I want to focus on.
Okay.
Nate Acosta.
Yeah. Well, that's not normal. I'm just saying.
Well, I know it. I'm
yeah, go ahead.
He is an up and coming.
Excuse me, sir. Yeah, we are. Yeah, we're live right now too. No, you're good. It's fine. We're
at a show.
We're at a show. We're
but
good.
Yeah, we're on YouTube.
Yeah, we're on YouTube, Facebook, Twitch. Okay. All right.
Yes, but hey, you know, we're
that
live.
Kind of crap
these are the type of things that happen because
what you guys doing?
We're at a conference, you know. So
and DJs are nosy.
And this has been happening. Our very producer walked on set and pretty much, you know, what are you doing?
Yeah, and got in the middle of the show and turned around and looked at the camera. At least that guy didn't walk in front of the camera.
Yeah, well, he was almost there.
But go ahead to back what you're saying.
Well, what I'm saying is Nate Acosta is an up-and-coming presenter, and he's a younger guy from our younger generation. So he is someone that came and felt like he had something to offer. And when I say came, I'm not just talking about this show in particular.
Yeah.
He came on the scene and he started making himself available.
Yeah.
He stood up in the classroom and said, I'm ready.
Yeah. Yeah. He didn't sit behind a keyboard and complain.
None of that.
He's out here and he's speaking. He's doing it.
He's showing that change will happen, and sometimes that requires you to be
the change. Yeah.
Instead of saying what needs to change, what are you going to do?
Yeah, to make the change.
Help to manifest that change.
Yeah.
So, but
big shout out to Nate and everybody else.
Oh yes, I'm so proud of him, man. How you doing? He's doing phenomenal. Work. Phenomenal. So, but yes, it was so much yesterday, man. We sit down with some great people, and it was just like, wow.
Yeah.
The information, you know, sitting down with young David.
Yeah, Dave. Yeah, he was good.
You know, he man, the guy's just so.
Yeah.
He's just like a ball of fire. And so energetic.
And Joe Bond came and chatted with us for a little bit and talked some stuff. And Nate and Nate Nelson and Spider,
Nick Hahn
and Bill. You hit me with a surprise topic for an interview, which was really good.
Hey, that's what I do.
No, that's not what you do. But
that's what I do.
Sometimes that was a good one though. I like that. That was a good one. And
I knew you would appreciate it.
Really?
And it was
you
good.
Knew I would appreciate it?
Did you?
It was good. It
was
good. It was real good.
I stand by my thoughts.
Yeah, and I just put the tag. If y'all have any questions, drop them in the comments. We'll be glad to answer anything. You got any questions about the conference? You know, all kind of stuff. We'll be glad to answer it. Everybody's dragging in because the party was so phenomenal last night. They hung out with the ladies. Yeah, it was good. Finally got it right. Somebody did it right. Or they got some good ladies up there to do some good stuff.
Oh yeah. And I'm going to take a moment to see something. Hey Matt. Right? Yes. Yeah. Yes. So we're
he's grabbing people as they walk by.
We're gonna grab the great Matt.
You're gonna let him in on your side?
Yes. So it's always an honor to talk to this brother. He's a wealth of knowledge. You know, information, knowledge, however you want to look at it. He's bringing the pain.
Yep. I came to bring the pain, hardcore.
Yes.
Just gonna hang out with you guys?
Yeah,
Yes,
come on.
sir. Yes, sir. However you want to get there. I'm sorry. Yes. We're sitting here live in the studio, and it's always an honor to have.
Yes.
Yes, yeah. It's always an honor to have the great Matt Relicelli.
Yeah.
That makes me so uncomfortable, man.
I know it does.
It makes me, I tell you that every time. It makes
I
me
know-
uncomfortable.
I know you don't like your flowers, but I just think it's important, and when I say great, I'm not being arrogant or
Yeah.
putting you like, you're great because you help people.
Thank you. I appreciate
You're
it.
great because you care. You don't have to do this. Some people, what's the financial? It's we all have to eat. And if people are concerned about the finances, won't they stop worrying about their finances? And let's see how far that goes.
Yeah.
So, no, I really appreciate you. And like you told me yesterday, every time I see you, it's positive energy.
Did you tell him what I told you?
No, it's
No,
none
what
of his
did you
business. He said he don't like you. No, I'm just-
Well,
No,
that was the second part. That was
Yeah.
the second part of what I said. But the first part, I walked up to him and I said, every single time I see you at a conference, you got a smile on your face and your energy is always positive. We've
Yeah.
probably been,
Yeah.
I don't know,
5, 6 now.
yeah, quite a few back to back. And
Yes.
we see people, on their highs and lows, and
Oh, yeah.
some people are just being real, and they're like, "Oh, it's all right," but you always bring positive energy, and I like to take a moment and just tell everybody that's a thing.
Yes, it is.
It's important.
Man, it's
You
a
know?
privilege to be here and get to do what we do. And
Oh,
of course, we're going to have positive energy. I mean, we started the podcast. Did we know it was going to take us to every DJ
we
conference?
had no idea.
Did we know the opportunities we were going to get from this, the sponsorships, the all kind of stuff?
Meeting
So,
the
wow,
people.
we have no reason to be upset.
Yeah. Because it's, for me, Matt, when I come, it's like coming to a family reunion.
Yeah.
And I get to see some people that I respect and that I've grown to be fond of. So for me, it's like, yes.
Is this scenario at a conference like Midwest DJs Live? Did you know a whole bunch of these people in the industry before you guys started doing the podcast?
No.
I
Or have you
did.
made these
I did.
connections?
I did.
So you made these connections
Yes.
in the middle doing this. And
Yeah.
that's even cooler for you.
Oh,
because
man.
it's been the gateway,
Yeah.
for you to connect with all these people. That's great.
Yeah. No, I've been
Nice.
coming for a while because I heard you speak when you were still running your DJ company, and that was an inspiration to me. And I was like, man, look what they're doing, because you were talking about your production side and all of that, and I was like, man, wow. So I mean, you don't know, you don't see it, you don't know what its potential has, and it's
Yeah.
incredible, man. So yeah,
And
I thank you for that boost that you gave me back then. Some of y'all don't know what the kickstart that was given to me from just sitting in that audience at Mobile Beat that 2016.
Nice.
Yeah.
I think everybody needs that little fire in them. And
Yeah.
until they meet somebody that's doing a thing that they didn't think was possible,
Yeah.
or that, you got a tool bag, right? And you're like, what can I do with my tools? And I don't need to buy any more tools. What can I do with my existing tools?
Yeah.
And so many people in this room, and every room that we're at, they have so many opportunities, but they just need to see it.
Yeah.
Need to encourage them. But thanks for the kind words.
Yeah.
That was
Oh,
a good show. That was a good show.
Yeah.
I always enjoyed Mobile Beat. It had a
Yeah.
different flavor.
Yeah, it did. Yeah, it really did. It really opened my eyes to a lot of stuff.
And the ironic thing about that particular year, I was supposed to be there. Me and him discovered years later that we had a mutual friend, and Ricardo Wilson. Shout out to him, or he rest in peace. He had went, I think the year before, and he's like, Mike, you have to go. And I was going to go with him, but he had a massive heart attack. And so for me, it was like, I don't need that, because you don't know what you don't know.
Yeah.
And it was like, wow, I was supposed to be there that year. But when that happened to him, it was no reason for me to go, because I was going solely because of him. And it was And so when I finally, you know, from doing the podcast, it got me here. I was like, oh my God, what was I thinking?
Those
Yeah.
kind of stories, man, they shock me because there have been too many people that we know, you know, in the last, I don't know, it's 2025, in the last 8 or 10 years, especially as we've gotten older, you know, we have all these friends in the industry that just, you never know what's going to happen tomorrow. You just don't.
Oh man, you
Just
don't. And that, man, I'm telling you, he was one of the coolest people, man. Yeah. What's up, KC? Morning. The producer is in the building too. How you doing? But he was a great dude.
Yeah.
He was a great dude.
Yeah.
And it's
So,
but-
Matt, what you got going on, man?
Yeah.
What's happening with you? What's anything new? I know
What's new?
Menopause is taking over the world, but what
Man,
else?
We're just trying to help you.
I like them headshots.
Thank you.
I like
we
them
did-
headshots.
We did that unique concept. So, I mean, for those that are on the podcast, they can't see it, but we did this thing where we took these little cards and we try to get every single attendee at the show to fill this thing out. So it's not just the people in mentor pods. We estimate that we've done business already with about 50% of the people at the show. So I would say that's pretty close to being saturated, first of all. But we were like, hey, we needed to do something different. So we asked everybody to fill out this little like profile card, and it says on it, what are you good at? What are you not good at? What do you want to learn about? And what do you do at your job? And this gave everybody at the show, because there's this community wall, the ability to know who everybody is, because we took a little Polaroid photo of them. And it's gotten some comments. I was at the party last night. Were you at the party last night?
Oh yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
okay.
We're gonna talk about that.
All right. Well, people would walk up to me and say, "Oh my God, if that wall didn't exist, I wouldn't have known this person's name, and it allowed me to connect with somebody in my market." And that just makes my heart full, because that was the point.
That's
Everybody's
great.
like, "Oh, is this lead gen?" Like, no. Notice there's no contact information on this thing.
No.
Yeah.
It's just who you are, where you're from, and what do you do, so that I can connect with you. And it worked out pretty well. So
No,
we call it that Mentor Pods matchup deal.
You know, it's genius, because it's like, and this is not a negative spin, but when you see something like that, it's like, is that person missing? So it
You are-
automatically makes you walk to it.
You are the like 18th person that said we need milk cartons, because it looks like all these people are missing persons, and that's been the freakiest stuff, because we're using Polaroid, and the most common thing
I'm
somebody
telling
says is, Polaroid still exists.
Yeah, they do. Yeah, a lot of people do those at weddings. They'll have a Polaroid camera where you can take an instant photo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, that-
Haven't
Did
seen-
you know you're not supposed to shake them?
I didn't know
No.
that.
Did you know you are not
so what is
supposed
that
to?
could- that
Really?
could spread the ink or something?
I don't know, but Outcast was wrong.
Outcast is wrong.
The instructions
Dude,
literally
we've been
say, "Do not shake."
Shake.
them."
Oh
Dude,
wow!
we've been shaking
No,
those
I
since-
never knew that. 'Cause
Wow.
I'm guilty.
I know.
Well, I wasn't shaking mine. I was just waving mine, trying to get it to dry fast.
Yeah, we're thinking we got to dry, right?
Yeah.
No, the instructions literally say, "Take it, flip it over, and don't touch it for 15 minutes." Anyways, now you know.
Yeah, we do. Wow. We
That
need,
is
we need a
interesting.
picture of the wall. Yeah, we'll make sure
Yeah.
we share a picture of the wall with you. Yeah.
Definitely.
Turn out.
Are you on the wall, Mike? You missing?
Yeah, I'm on the wall.
Okay, we
Yeah.
found you. We could take you down.
Yeah, I'm on the wall. Yeah.
But that's a cool idea. You always come up with a cool concept to make sure everybody knows that Mentor Parts is here or something's going on. So
Trying.
yeah,
Try to be different, man. What's fun about doing the same thing twice? Nothing, right?
Depends on what it is.
You had me for a second.
But no, you're right.
mean
It
I
is-
don't
Get sucked into it. Do not.
No, I'm just saying there's some stuff that's fun to do twice. But
Yeah.
okay, we'll go back to Menopause. All right, go ahead, sir. I'm gonna stay holy.
Yeah.
What's new? The being at the show and doing the fun things fun. Our history, Mentor Pods started at the show. I don't know if we've ever talked about it here, but
No.
the Mentor Pods thing began in this room, and there was a group of 10 people that used to get together every Monday morning, and they finally called themselves the Monday Morning Group. And I had this brainchild. I was like, man, what if I can do this group thing? And guys, I had so many people that used to say no to me for the price of my coaching, and I tried to bring the price down. That was the whole point of Mentor Pods, was to bring the price down so that I could help more people and do it in less time, right?
Because you had a company previous to that one, right?
Yeah, I still do executive coaching and one-on-one weekly stuff,
Okay.
but the price point is very different,
Okay.
right? It's like 4 or 5 times the price of what Mentor Pods is.
Okay.
So I went to this group that was here at the show, and I said, guys, in the middle of the pandemic, I thought up this idea. I want to pitch it to you and see what you say. And 4 of the 8 or 10 people in the group were at the table, and they were like, yeah, we would love to do that. And then they got the rest of them on board, and then it started. So that was pod 1 in 2022, I think. We're at pod 11 right now.
Oh, wow.
So pod 11 launches in July, and we've been blessed.
How long does the program go?
There are now 4 programs.
Okay.
The thing that we're known for, that's our flagship, is a 52-week, 12-month program.
Okay.
It's not intense, like hard. It's about commitment. Like, you show up, talk about what's happening in your business, implement something, go to work, come back the next week. So how many people can say they're actually working on their business for a couple hours a week? Not many. Everybody's in the rat race.
I agree. Not many. So with this being the 11th, for you, what is the motivation to continue?
Well, the program's very different now than it was when it started. We called it for the first 2.5 years the beta, because we were experimenting. We still are. We were experimenting every single week on these students. And we think someday the price is going to be up here. The price is still somewhere in the middle about where it's at. But my motivation is that right now, I think that this thing can help hundreds or thousands of people. You know, if I can find a way to get really great instructors matched up with entrepreneurs and solopreneurs that need the help in sales and marketing and management and leadership and finance and all the things that we teach, because you guys know this, we don't teach DJing. We don't teach how to do photo booths. Like, I know that stuff.
Yeah.
We don't teach it. We teach business. We teach work-life balance. We teach how to be a better human and a better manager and make money doing it, right? That's my motivation. That's my why.
Okay.
What I do.
And the good thing with that, and looking at it from that perspective, you realize that people are not just in this particular sector. You know, we're multifaceted. You know, you may have another business, or you may have issues with, family issues. You're helping them to be better human beings.
That's the goal.
So that's you can't go wrong with that.
We start off every session every week in mentor pods with what we call good news. And sometimes people will be like, hey, my son did this, or I just realized they had my biggest sale last week or something. But we also do weeks where we say struggles and strategies, because it's very healthy to be able to share with a group of people that you're on a journey with for a whole year. Hey guys, I'm really struggling. My wife and I actually are a little bit, we're on the rocks right now. I need some support. Has anybody ever gone through this? And it's not a lot of personal stuff. I don't want to make it sound like this, but people get really comfortable with those in the program. And that's how you learn. You learn through being vulnerable and open. And it's
helpful.
It's been good. It is helpful.
I'm pretty sure you've had some conversation outside of the classroom of people thanking you for helping them with XYZ. You didn't know, but when we talked about this helped me with, that's great.
Those are my favorite moments. I got a text message yesterday from somebody in the program. I'm not going to say his name because I'm going to give you a number in a second, but I got a text message unsolicited, and it said, because he knew I was at the show, and he said, if anybody's considering the Mentor Pods program, show them this text message. Yeah, he said, this is what 1 year of hardcore commitment looks like in your program. And it said $64,000 of net profit in 2024. Wow. And then it said $185,000 of net profit in the period leading up to it, or the year before. It was a $120,000 difference in 1 year from one to the next. And he sent me a message that said, it's because of this program. It's like,
wow.
Right? I'm not trying to make everything about money, guys.
No, but the bottom line is
it's
money. Yeah, it's money. Yeah.
Y'all heard that, right?
No, so we understand that. That's why.
That's
Yeah.
the scorecard.
But a lot of people don't get that and don't care about it. I mean, they care about it, but they don't know how to get to it or to achieve it, and are not willing to go get help or seek advice on getting it.
And that's okay too. Realistically, conference like this, there are plenty of people in that room that don't really care if they make a lot of money, because this might be a side thing for them or whatever. Yeah. That's not necessarily our client. Right?
Can I ask you a question?
Please.
Just, do you think that hurts the industry?
I do. I think that my exposure, I work with lots of companies. I work with Fortune 500 companies all the way down to what it is that we do here. There is such a difference between the accountability and business savviness in the DJ industry, and that's not knocking it. But it's not like my personal mission statement to elevate DJ owners. No, I just want to work with businesses. And I just happen to know this industry. But yes, I believe it hurts the industry.
Okay.
And yes, absolutely.
That was just a question because people always
Absolutely.
say that, and I just wondered, what your thought was since you're trying to elevate everybody's game and give them better ways to make money or increase their profit lines. Yeah.
Stereotypes, unfortunately, are sometimes true, and I think that there's a reason that the world frowns upon DJs because the barrier to entry is so low, and the amount of work required is so little. And everybody in this industry forgets, man, it's too easy to make a buck. And then everybody gets lazy, sloppy, or whatever. And they're not watching what's up.
Complacent is the word I like to use. You get real comfortable and being, like you say, doing the same thing twice. And they're doing the same bad show twice a week sometimes.
I can't spell complacent, so I don't use the word very often. So.
No, because you're always moving. I say this man goes from selling Rock the House, and now he's just buzzing around the world. I mean, because I was like, I looked at the thing. I was like, I got a friend that lives up there in Cleveland named Darrell. That's Relly Rail.
Yeah.
And he was like, yeah, man, Matt, them doing some great things. And I was like, wow, because that's where I met him at the show. And I was like, man, that's incredible. So like I said, a lot of people don't realize the influence or the inspiration that they have on the industry. I mean, we may not ever reach out. I mean, I think might have reached out one time about your coaching program you had when you were doing Rock the House. But man, it's just wow. I'm telling y'all, if you come to these, you will meet some phenomenal people that can change your life or change your trajectory in the business part of this business.
Can we talk about Rel for a second?
Yeah.
Because it just made me think of a thing. You can't talk about success or business or helping people without identifying that the inspiration that people give us sometimes is completely it's a coincidence or it's unexpected. So Rel is a cat that we're from the same city, same hometown. Our kids actually go to the same college or did.
Oh, okay. Your son went to Mountain.
My daughter goes to Mount.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Wow.
And my son did also.
Okay.
And my point is that what's the purpose of all this success if we don't pour time and energy into our families? And I just when you said that, it's like he's a cat that again always has positive energy, doing great things for the community. What's somebody's definition of success? And I want him to hear this and say, I consider him a very successful individual because of what he's accomplished, what he does for the community, and the fact that he's a family man.
Yeah.
And that's what I aspire to be like.
Yeah.
As much as we push. So I don't know how you guys feel about that, but man.
Definitely.
I'm
totally agree.
I'm trying to be there.
Yeah. Oh, wow.
Totally I'm here for that.
Yeah. Wow.
And he's a great guy. I had the opportunity to meet him through Jeff, and we've been like cool, you know, and he's a consistently good guy.
Yeah.
I'm against the statement when people say that, hey, you never change. I don't agree with that. We all change, but I think we can be consistent at being something because there's variations of it. It's never the same, no matter what it looks like. The person may smile, but you don't know the motivation of the smile today versus yesterday. So, no. Sorry to go there, but
that lesson that keeps biting me is when somebody shows you who they are, believe them.
Oh yeah.
The first time, and I think that I've gotten to see since pre-pandemic time, and then coming through, I've gotten to see how trauma of certain things in life literally changes people. Do you guys ever take personality profiles?
Oh yeah, he has one. He's tried to.
What are you working on?
There's one. I was working with this company called E-Colors.
Okay, I'm not trained on color systems, but I've done them. But there's DISC profile, culture index, working genius, Myers-Briggs, all these.
I've definitely taken Myers-Briggs.
Yeah, that's a complicated one. So, have you ever had somebody who facilitates those? They basically tell you when they're reading your stuff that like you don't change. They say that they're like you are who you are, but your job behaviors change. I've seen people that I tested 7-8 years ago that went through pandemic, major trauma, and their natural state changed too. And it's exactly the opposite of what these people have said, and mine changed. So my profile driving in Rock the House when I was that guy versus what I am now, I was surprised to see that. So I'm a believe in when they show you who they are, but at the same time, we can all change. but we can change for the better or the worse.
Yeah.
Whatever it is.
And can I add to that?
Please.
We have this saying, and when I say we, that people people never change and they remain the same. We have this thing, or once you something, always something.
Okay.
So for me, those of us that believe in a higher being, as humans, we were giving free will. Free will is the ability to choose. So you can choose to be whatever you want every day and
Every moment.
every moment. And I tell people behavior has no expiration, but you can change. So when we take that no, and I like the Maya Angelou's statement, when someone shows you who they are the first time, believe them. I believe them in that moment, because the next time I see them, they may be somebody else.
Yeah.
Can I add to that?
Yes.
See, I feel like there's this fork in the road in all these moments we have every day, because the difference is intention. If their intention is positive, it becomes persuasion. If the intention is negative because of who they're being or acting like, it's manipulation. And in any given moment, everybody chooses one of those two paths. I mean, I guess you could be neutral. I guess you could be in the middle. But when somebody's doing or saying a thing, making a choice, it's either because they've chosen the good and they're just, they got the energy, or they're manipulating you. Man.
Yes.
The moment you start to see that you're being manipulated,
Oh yeah, it's a whole different thing.
Yeah,
We didn't mean to hit you guys with the philosophical, but hey.
Yeah. Wow.
But
yeah, that's good stuff.
And let me ask you this: by having your views, how do you think that affect the people that you help?
I just try and stay positive. Anybody who knows me socially, business-wise or whatever, I don't talk about politics. I don't talk about religion. I'll be happy to talk about the educational side of either one of those things, like book stuff. I don't go there. And I'm the positive guy. I'm just like, I'm pragmatic, optimistic, whatever it is. It's just
good thing. But I'm just saying,
I choose positive.
I know, and that's a great thing, because you're giving off something that so many of us don't get, because we live in just a shell of just negative energy. So when we give that, we give people the ability to say, I can be happy today.
Choose.
I can be happy today. Yes.
So
you guys are happy today.
Oh yeah. We're up. We're full of energy. We're ready
what did they
to
say
go.
inside yesterday? Because none of us are scrubbing toilets today, so it's a good day. And that's not about. I'm just saying.
No, we're not. No, we're not.
Today we can make money some other way.
Yeah,
Or
we
have
make
some fun with
money.
friends.
Yeah, we having fun, man.
So let me ask you this. Let's go to last night's party.
Okay.
What was your experience, seeing the ladies represent? How did you feel about everything last night?
Well, first of all, I was really excited to see that the crew and the board put together such a.
Oh man, they did a great job.
What's the best way to put it? I'm not going to say it's innovative, because that's not respectful to the ladies, but to see them put that much energy and attention on a ladies' night, I thought was very creative and very well done. My favorite part about it, in terms of the space and things, is that I don't mind ballrooms, I don't mind other situations, but I like it in that feel that we all grew up in terms of the club, lower ceiling, darker spaces, pockets to talk, a couple different bars. Like, it was a great venue for what it was. And when I saw the lineup, I was super excited. And when it first came out, I don't know if you know who opened. Do you know who the opener was yesterday?
Stars. Yeah.
Staz. She STAZ. So Stasia works for Kristen Hubbard, who's one of our clients, both in mentor pods and my one-on-one coaching. Stasia is one of her girls. She's on the leadership team there, and she applied for the spinoff, and I don't think she made the finals. But they reached out to her and said, "But we want you to open for Kristen."
Wow, that's good.
And I got to hear her talking about how nervous she was, and she knew that I competed, so she asked me a couple things, and I didn't have anything to say other than go get a girl, whatever. But I was so pumped about her set, because to see somebody who's never done that, exhibition, competing, whatever. Her set was my favorite.
Wow,
well,
because
cool.
I know what kind of nerves it is.
Man,
yeah, I'm sure you do.
And whatever. Obviously, Sprinkles crushed, and all the ladies did great. Kristen, Nicole,
Man, it was
Jamie was hot.
it was
It
nice.
amazing.
And it was like a build up, but not in a negative way. Like,
Nah.
you know, it was just like, it was like, wow. And it was for me, it's like, man, they're pushing each other. They're pushing each other. You know, it wasn't
Yep.
it didn't drop. It just kept going
Kept
up.
building.
The energy just,
That's good. So that means they put it in the right order and
oh man, they did a
put
great
everybody
job.
right where they needed to be.
How many times we've been to a show like this, and the 2 or 3 or 4 DJs that are up against each other, they're sitting over in the corner with their headphones on, working on their set, not paying attention to what's on, and not vibing
All the
because they're
time.
just ready every time, right?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Last night, every single one of the ladies that played,
Pumping
they were
each other.
in the front
Yeah.
or standing in the back, boiler room style, just rocking out with everybody,
Yeah.
and the vibe was great.
Yeah, because I saw Jamie in there when I was in there, and she was vibing out back there, getting ready,
Man, they
having
were-
a couple drinks, trying not to be too nervous, I
Yeah.
think.
But then they, like he said, they would go up there behind whoever was performing. And I'm talking about they brought the
enjoying it.
pain.
That's
They were
good.
supporting.
Yes.
They were just there for each other, and I appreciate that.
Yeah, we
It was
did.
epic.
Yeah, it was good. It was
It was
really
epic.
good.
So that's +1 for the ladies on that, because
Yeah.
dudes don't always do that.
No,
Yeah, it was-
no.
And for me, I'm like, okay, I was telling someone, I said, I don't know how we gonna outdo this one as we go through the year. I said, because this one for me is at the top right now
Right
because
now it is.
the energy, the support, the performance was top notch.
Yeah, good.
And even though, as DJs, we always encounter some type of glitch with equipment
Yeah.
that,
You can count on it.
yeah, it's going to happen. The glitch monster will
Yeah, it'll
rise up.
show up. Yeah, for somebody. People have to start over or something, or one side won't go, or something is
Yeah.
out. But
And then we Sprinkles did something, and I was up on the stage and recording, and Nate was on the side of me, and he said, did she just do that? And I got to go back and review the film because and she did something like, wow, it blew his top off.
She's superb.
Oh
She's
man,
superb.
yeah.
And
yeah.
you know what I find fascinating is that, as good as she is, every single time I see her perform, she does something new.
yeah.
Yeah.
And she's extremely humble.
Oh man, she is.
You guys,
Yeah.
did you guys get to?
Yeah,
Yes,
yeah.
yes.
Yeah.
I've never spoken to her.
Oh
personally,
yeah,
so-
we
Man,
have. We
you
met her at
should.
DJX last year, not realizing they were from Dallas.
Yeah,
And
local.
now we found out. So they're
Cool
gonna
set.
come in and do a
We're gonna do like
series. Because mom
series.
did radio, dad's a DJ also, and then we're gonna talk to K Sprinkles. Then we're gonna sit them all down together again and talk to them.
That's great.
So
Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
Man, they're really cool, and dad's really cool, mom's really nice. So
She got
and
a
they're
really
out
good
like you do
support
with your
cast.
kids. They're out here.
Was that mom and dad?
Yeah, they're out
Mhm.
supporting.
They were so kind.
Yeah,
They came over and spoke to us, asking questions about what it is that we do for the community, and he was engaged and he was genuine. I didn't.
oh
I
yeah,
didn't
yeah,
sense
yeah.
that-
They're not
Great guy.
clownish or anything. They're still humble, even though their daughter is doing some great things and killing the industry.
Yeah.
And so
And we love the way that they support her, and they make sure that she's not put in a compromised situation. They're always there. If dad is not there,
Mom
is there. Somebody is always with her on the road.
Can I tell you
Even,
a story?
yes, please.
So I started when I was 7 years old. And
Mhm.
my origin story is that mom ran the nightclub, dad was the DJ and the maintenance man. So he was scrubbing the toilets during the day and then DJing the night.
No, dad.
Cool, right?
Yes.
Or fixing bathroom stalls that dudes rip down. So I was brought up in a situation where my parents were just like Sprinkle's parents, where they made sure that I wasn't exploited, or that I wasn't around stuff that I wasn't supposed to see. There was this other dude that I knew that I'm not going to mention his name. His parents literally exploited him. He was a DJ, started around a similar age, and I watched what happened to him. And it's so important to give these. We'll call Sprinkles a kid for a second, but younger generation the support and guidance they need,
Mhm.
because this cat who started when he was less than 10 years old, before we hit high school and mid, it was from a city close to me, was into drugs. Well, I'm talking hardcore stuff. Had been to juvie, and it's just a matter of steering an opportunity. So the first thing I thought when I first
Mhm.
learned about Sprinkles years ago was, man, I hope she's got some great parents. So it makes me so happy. It was my
Yeah.
point to bring this back it makes me so happy that you here have been in proximity of the positive direction.
Oh yeah,
that makes me happy because I worry. I
Oh
worry.
yeah.
I worry.
Well, you've seen it
seen it
firsthand.
Yeah, well,
know,
you see it. You don't see it person. You see it everywhere with superstars and.
But I'm just saying,
people
when
get
he
hooked on
has somebody
drugs. Yeah,
to
I mean, he
grew up
saw it,
with,
yeah.
it's just like.
Well, we've all seen that where we had people go down the wrong that getting those choices where you can
We've
veer.
all seen the Disney Channel guys.
Yeah,
They go one way or the other.
That's a good way. That's good. That's a good one right there. I'm going over here. I'm coming over here.
Yep.
Yeah, one can be good, one can be bad.
Exactly.
Hopefully, somebody will pull me back to the other side if I go the wrong way.
Yep.
Yeah, but
no,
Matt, man,
awesome.
it was great, man, to catch up with you again. We'll see you where we'll see you next.
Well, the schedule here, I guess Marquis next on the circuit.
Yeah.
And then DJ X for the summer.
Yeah, 35 years. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
All right, well, we'll see you in, was that a month or so?
Yeah, a month and a half.
It comes so quick. It might be
come
tomorrow.
so quick because we were like, it was like, man, it's already time for this one. We just got done with Max, so time to pack up the bags and go again.
It's almost like you going home to have lunch. You're going back to work. You're on your lunch break, and bye, babe. Give me a kiss. Love you.
Yeah,
that's right.
I'll be back.
Does your wife ever come out with you, Matt?
Not to DJ stuff, no. My wife, we met in 6th grade, so.
Wow.
We know a lot of people that met their loved one or their wife or whatever after they became an entertainer or in the industry, and she's been with me since before it all happened. So it doesn't phase her at all. It just is what it is. But
no, just not the phase, just support. That she ever just come out and hang out and
she doesn't.
Or she wants to see a city or something.
No, she doesn't. She doesn't enjoy it. We travel a lot though.
Oh, okay, yeah, I know.
We do things where we do stuff, but she doesn't come to DJ shows unless it's like a conference where there are husbands and wives coming out.
Oh, okay.
And there's like programming for the scenic.
Okay,
all right. That's not her thing.
Okay.
I kind of wish it was someday, but she always says I'm going to stay home with the babies.
Okay, that's good.
We still have 2 in high school and doing the damn thing.
So you got 4, 3 or 4?
I have 4.
2 in college.
Yeah, 19, 18, 15, and currently 13. And I always got to throw this in there. My 13-year-old is 5'11". She's a giant.
Oh wow.
And we're not tall. Just to be clear. So I'm 5'8". I'm 5'8", guys.
Is she pushing her height on you, like looking like dad?
No, not yet. But when she hugs me, she's got to put her arm around my shoulder. Because, I'm just saying. She's that tall.
I have a great niece. She's 13, and she's 6 foot.
Yeah. And y'all know I'm tall, so I'm 6'5".
Slightly.
I have a nephew that's 13. He's already 6'5", wearing a size 15. But I mean, he's a good kid. So, but he'll never. Right in the stomach, right in the gut. So no, we keep him on the humble. But yeah. So, but man, thank you again, man. We always enjoy chatting with you, Matt. And don't forget, send me that offer again. We're gonna have to get him on that sponsor roll across the screen.
Okay. Yes, please. We need to make that happen.
Yeah,
all right. I'd love to reach all the people we can help, just like you're doing it.
Especially starting in July. Yeah, we need to get it done.
Go team.
Let's go.
Thanks, guys.
All right.
Thank you, brother.
All right.
Thanks, gentlemen.
All right.
Yes, sir. A-Roc been trying to get your assistant over here. She's been running from him.
What do you mean?
The lady that's
wanted her to come.
Amy?
Yeah. She keep running. He tried to corner and she'll run from him.
Yep. Well, guys. Oh, okay. So. Okay. We are.
All right.
We are still live, and man, things are popping off around here. They got the classroom going. I wish our cameraman could swing around and show you guys the board that Matt has. Maybe we can get a picture of it to share.
Yeah, we're gonna take pictures and put it on
of it, but
put it on the site.
Anything else, Mike? Anything else before we've been? CP Hedda, can you come and join us with your presence? Come on and talk to us.
Yeah, we're gonna talk
this side. Come on,
we're gonna talk to CP.
Come on, CP. You ain't got nothing to do. You ain't. Yeah, come on. Yeah. What difference do it make? Come on.
Y'all forgive CP, guys. He acts brand new. Why? I'm so brand new.
Yeah,
You're
he
not
is.
brand new.
I am brand new.
You can only,
okay. First question.
You can
CP,
only
how long?
use that so long.
How long have you been DJing? Did you DJ before, right?
Right.
How long did you DJ?
I have I've DJed 7 to 8 years.
Okay, so you're not brand new. All right, drop that and stop all the playing.
Okay,
You've been
guys, we have the great CP Header from Eastart, one of the best programs that you're going to find for DJs
yeah,
that
that's
have
making a
so many moving parts to it. And that's not in a negative way. It's a beautiful thing. It's great when you see a company that's continuing to push the envelope.
innovate.
Yes, they're consistently giving us something new to play with. And he's going to tell us about the latest update because I know he has one.
Well, I want to start by saying namaste. Welcome to the show.
All right.
And this time I don't want to talk about an update.
Okay, you're right. You're right. I'm sorry.
This time, actually, what I want to talk about is the whole, like, how did we come into existence, and like what the idea, whatever we are doing, how are we coming up with these things, right?
Okay.
Um,
Well, lead the way.
and this
Yeah.
is close to my heart.
Yeah, okay,
Um,
all right.
So, one, of course, a lot of updates that come out on a platform are given to us by our real users. One of them
Yeah.
is right here, was giving me, hey, do this. So, we get feedback from the ground, right? That's like real feedback. Hey, this is working, this is not working, and then we are happy to make those changes.
Mhm.
But taking a few steps back. Yesterday I was here at the Midwest live show. I was talking about this, the concept, the revenue model behind a start and how this helps you was really when I was DJing. These were the pain points that I had, and when I was like, we as performers, right?
Yeah.
Whether you are a DJ, you are in the event industry, I should say, whether you are a DJ, you are a photo boother, whether you are a venue, wedding planner, we have the luxury of work servicing hundreds of people at any given event, right? Um, for you, it must be thousands. For me, it is intense, but not 10,000, but smaller number. But
I'm not sure what he's trying to say, but
so you're servicing so many people, and we know that our next stream of events is going to come from that, right?
yes.
So when I was DJing actively, I was like, there are 100 people here. What if all of these could become my future customers
Yes.
as a DJ, right?
Yeah.
And I don't know about you guys, but a lot of people would think similar to that. That
Yeah.
the it's not only the couple that I'm servicing right now; it is everyone who's on the dance floor.
Oh yeah, I preach that to my DJs and people I know that you're okay. That client has booked you, but you're auditioning for your next
event.
next client, because you don't know who's in your audience. Because I'll give you a quick story. I was DJing a wedding for a gentleman, didn't know who he was, whatever.
Right.
By the end of the night, he came up, thanking me and everything, and I found out he was a communications director for George W. Bush and over the George Bush Library. So I mean, you never know. He said, "Hey man, anytime I have something, I'm gonna reach out to you,"
Right.
and you just never know. And
Yeah.
because he had brought in his own MC and everything, but by the end of the night, he's like, "Oh, you're fine. Go ahead, take." So it's just you never know. So you always bring your A game, as somebody says. You just always need to bring your A game.
Right. And that very story is where we are trying to help fellow DJs and event professionals to bring forward, right? You are there and you are able to, uh, you're there and you are, how do you connect with? So the main tagline, and I keep talking about this, how do you connect with all these audience at the event, right?
Yeah.
The Start platform is built for guest engagement. So you are not only servicing the people who just, you're helping the host of the event, but you are also trying to connect and bring more people involved, more people involved in that event by using all of these apps that are behind Esther.
Yeah.
So when these apps are used, you're making more connections, and as a result, they are able to see your presence. All our apps have some like places
Yeah.
where you can add your branding.
Yeah. So
That's-
you wouldn't call that something new. You would just say that was a new feature, a feature that you added to it now, where you can book. They can do all kind of stuff in the system, new things in the system to, they can. What is it? Book you? What else did you put in there?
Yeah, the action buttons.
The action
Action
button. Okay.
buttons.
Yes,
Okay.
call to
Call to
action
action
button.
buttons. Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. So these are right on the face of the app where you are able to based on your industry and your region and your clientele, you are able to customize these. I was showing it to Jeff, and Jeff was like, "For my clients, I'm not going to put a button that says book me." And he wants to use a different button for his events. I think so. There's a video out that's going to be coming out when I start, and he talks about like chat with me is his
Oh, chat with. Okay.
chat with us. Like
Okay, that'd
that's
be
how
cool.
like that's what like I don't want to come across that.
That's book me
You
now.
don't want to
Book
be
me now.
You don't want to be salesy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he
You-
used exactly the same word.
You
that
want
they-
to make it engaging.
People
Yeah.
don't like to be sold.
correct. Yeah.
They
So
like to buy.
the beauty of the action buttons is it is customizable. You
That's
can
great.
pick and choose what is good for your industry, your market, and use the words accordingly. Right.
Okay.
But it's all about like that bringing everyone together in the event and trying to like connect with people
Yeah.
as you are servicing.
This is one of the great things about coming to these shows, and this is where we met you at last year. Here, right here,
Yes,
right
sir.
here, where
right
we-
here.
and another one, another update. I have another feature, but no, you can actually talk to the people that build these things, do this stuff, and they will listen. And if you got really great ideas, I mean, CP, I call him all the time and say, hey, you need to change this. I still don't know if he's changed that QR code that I keep complaining about, moving it to the middle of the screen, but I found a fix for it. I just take a picture of it and I put mine big and bold in the middle of the screen. But they listen, and everything we ask for, not everything, but the things that are feasible or reasonable or doable that, can serve the masses, they implement it. So you want to talk to somebody and say, hey man, Pioneer, can you put a fade button here or do this or change it? Can we get 2 microphones with all the things on it on our controller? If you come to these shows, a lot of times the engineers or the people that are making the decisions are right here to talk to. So
You have that option.
yeah,
You have that option. But CP, again, thank you and your team for what you do. You know, I appreciate you for the work that you put in. One cannot say that you don't put the work in because you're out here making things happen. You're making viral viral commercials. I saw him tossing money up. I said, I know his wife don't know that he may be at a strip club. Don't know. But
This kind of comment is acceptable only in the DJ industry. Other people just leave it out.
yeah, I said, but no. In all seriousness, I really like the work that you put in, and it's honorable.
yeah.
And I would say to others that are looking to get your product out there and be at a show or whatever, if you need an example, you are an example
A
of
shining
putting
star.
in
Yeah,
the work
yeah.
and fighting through that. So we thank you for that. And I know we was talking about, we talked the other day about you coming on. So we're going to switch gears. What got you into DJing in the first place? Why did you want to be a DJ?
Giving me goosebumps when I say this because I've been privileged. My uncle, my mom's brother,
Uh-huh.
who's no longer here, and
Rest in
he
peace.
passed away very, very early. I was only 5 years old.
Mm.
He was the most passionate about music and collection. And back in the day, so back in those days, music, India did not have that much of privilege, but my uncle was so particular about the music collection. um, in my childhood, I've seen a wall of cassettes, neatly organized. And when he passed away, he also had a tape recorder, a double-sided one, and I ended up inheriting that because my mom got it, and from my mom, maybe I stole it. But somehow I at that early age I had a 2 cassette player, and in India when I took that it was a Sony 2 cassette player. Nobody understood why there are 2 cassette players right there, and I would stop, start, stop, start, stop, start. So it's like it's really
That's how you started cassettes.
yeah.
Wow. Me
Yeah.
too, by the way.
Yeah, but go ahead.
Go ahead.
And somehow like just playing for friends and so forth, that's where I started, and then came to US. So that music was in my genes is what I say, and my uncle gave it to me, right? And and I used to still in India also I would do all of these things, playing, making sure bringing the right music and so forth. Somehow came to US and was attending a party, and there was nothing to do, so I stepped up. I said, oh, you have a speaker, let me start to play some music from my YouTube and so forth. And people started to enjoy, and then destiny has its way, right? It slowly pulls you in and keeps pulling you in.
Yes.
So my upgrade, so funny story. So I had when I started, I had one of those simpler Newmark mixer. It was it was like NS4 or NS3, something like very simple. So used it for like 2 years, and Destiny, right? Destiny has its own way of saying now is the time for you to upgrade. And I'm playing at a party, and somebody comes and spills.
Oh.
I didn't know what to do. I was pretty upset. I didn't know how to react to it. But then I said, time to upgrade. And then got to, my Pioneer DDJ 800, then DDJ 1000. So, life just has its own way of saying upgrade. It looks like, it is going to be damaging. But if you look at the other side, that, hey, time to upgrade. Sometimes it is.
You get forced to do stuff before you want to sometimes.
Yeah.
That's wonderful.
I'm going to go
ahead.
completely tangent here. I'm going to go completely tangent here. And I've seen this happen in real life in so many places, right? So, again, my childhood, in where I live in India, not too far, there's a big city by name of Ahmedabad that had an earthquake, destroyed the whole city. But when it came back up, it became a big business capital. Like, life wanted to say that now is the time. You have not improved. I'm going to give you a jolt. You will feel little bad. So, and then, as long as you keep pushing, persevering, and working towards improving, you are going to get better. So that's one of those things that when you are heard, again, we're going tangent on this topic. Some of our friends, like, you sometimes we lose business, we have things happen, and but when you bounce back, so much stronger. So, I would say if people are out there, they're thinking, hey, recession is coming, or this is happening, that is happening. Just, when you bounce back, you're going to bounce back much more further. Right? Just keep fighting through.
Yeah. Absolutely love it. Well, we know you're a busy man, and we love you, but we're going to kick you out the chair.
Yeah.
But no
problem. Just mess with
you guys.
We just mess with you.
Thank you.
We
Thank
just
you so
mess
much.
with you, CP.
Yes.
Yeah.
Always.
And we always love to hear from you because there's a new update or a new improvement.
And if you guys,
And that's the way real quick. That's the way everybody should be, updating and improving all the time, trying to make your business better for your customers and your clients.
and do this for me. Tell us about where they can find eStart and all of the good stuff. So for those that's looking to build their business and get a greater connection with their guests or their audience, tell them where to find you at, please.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So Start, ESSTART, start.com. There are two S's in here. So ESSTART, start.com. And our Instagram is starthq. All our social medias are starthq. And then our website is start.com. Please look us up. And we invite you for a demo if you want to really do a deep dive. We are available and we can help you like really evaluate everything that we do. So yeah, book a demo with us.
Yes.
That's the best way
All right.
to contact us.
Now get
All
out.
right. You guys hear it. You heard it first, and I'm the nice one. Remember that. You have to go.
So
I'm the nice one.
by the way,
Okay.
the another update. I was
Okay.
just trying to think, where did this come from? This came from the Marquee show. So
What?
at
No,
the-
no, no. We did that here when you did all of
No,
it.
he got
No,
an
no, no,
update.
no.
No,
The update came at the Marquee show.
Okay.
Yeah, because I just kind of remember when we met, that is where we had more things to show you and talk to you about.
Oh,
We have
yes.
this. So I know like you guys are going to be at the Marquee show, so that's where this came from. So a shout out to Casey. That yeah.
all right.
Oh, shout
Another
out.
one.
Now,
Another
see,
one.
okay.
Another one. All right.
He's gone.
Hey,
guys.
look.
Cool.
Was it recording or was it not
Oh,
recording?
you can always record. It is live.
Yes. Yes.
Wow. Thanks,
gonna do it,
Thanks.
Producer, do you want to come on with us?
I think he's in the middle of working on something over there, so he's
Okay.
a project warrior. But
Yes.
anything else on your mind?
Yeah.
Come on round. Come on. We
Yes,
got
yes.
another. Yeah.
Yes.
Oh yeah. We got another Betterment member that's gonna jump. Come on, man, jump in. He's got his water. He's ready.
My left or right brain, either side, is still sleeping. So I just want to let you know about that.
Wake up, man. Wake up. Wake up. Wake up. Oh, good. Good.
We're going to jot your memory. Get
So
your-
how many people did you got to sit up, sir? You
Oh,
got to
some-
wake
some-
the brain up because
yeah,
you
of course.
you
Yeah.
need to.
You just like you gotta
we
sit
don't-
up.
Yeah,
we don't want you to
no.
relax
We
too
want you to be heard.
We don't want you to be cool.
Yeah,
we just want you to be
heard. Yeah.
Okay.
So how many people did you bring with you? I know I saw a young lady.
Yes, I brought my assistant with me.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
She's basically taking over, the front end of the business.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So tell everybody who you are, man.
Oh, are we live now?
Yes.
Hi, my name is
Yeah.
Clive. I'm a DJ out in Iowa.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
And how many people do you have? Tell us a little bit about your business, man.
Okay, so business model is gonna all over the place, really. So it's me. I'm the owner, and a lot of my DJs are contractors, and a lot
Okay.
of them actually I fly in from out of the state.
Oh wow.
So if you're a DJ from anywhere in the U.S. and you want to come to Iowa,
Okay. Yeah. Sure. Why not?
let me know.
We'll
So
go.
what-
Okay.
Yes.
So what brings you to Midwest, Clyde? Why are you here?
I've been coming here for 6 years now, since 2019. Really.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
What do you like about it? What keeps you coming back?
The community, man. This is, I shouldn't probably say in slide. But
Yeah, you can say
Really?
whatever you want.
I really
Go.
believe that this conference is the best when it comes to community.
Okay.
It's non-profit, first of all, and they have a lot for DJs, loving DJs.
Yeah, they donate to someone.
Yeah,
And there's been
exactly.
DJs that had their house burnt down or different things. They lost all their equipment,
100%.
and they've helped them out. So yeah, it's a good
Yes.
thing. So make sure you buy your Ripper tickets if you're here. You listen to the show, or you got
Exactly.
get your $100 Ripper ticket so you can support the DJs Loving DJs Foundation. Yeah.
And if you're not here, you should be here
Yes,
Yeah.
definitely. Yeah.
next year.
Yeah. Yeah.
So yeah, that and just the community. Amazing people coming here together, learning together, growing together. That's the best part of it.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
Well, good.
Wow, that's
You got your
so,
sheet. I don't have my sheet. Go ahead.
So
Okay.
what made you bring your assistant this time? What was the reasoning for that?
Okay, that's a great question. So I wanted her to kind of see the world of of the DJs.
Mhm.
Really, I no longer hire people who are actively DJing. I love to um, find and connect with people who are just like amazing, and I would train them to be a DJ, and she's one of them. And what was lacking was she didn't have any idea of like our role. Like this, when we were partying last night, she was loving it. It was her first time. But really, the main reason why I brought her is for education. I want her to, I want to bring her up to speed, so I can basically give her all the responsibilities that I don't want to do anymore. Basically, so a lot of like front end and back end, so I can.
And then she can get a better understanding of how we think and what it takes to be a DJ. And I'm sure there's a lot of business perspective being presented in that class, in that ballroom.
Yes.
Yeah. So what is she saying? Is she excited? She ready to come back next year?
Oh,
Ready to go to the
absolutely.
next
I
one?
asked her, it's like, hey, should we come back next year? The two of us? And they're like, she was like, bring the whole team next year. Yeah, I'm like, oh shoot, okay.
Oh boy.
Yeah, she loved that. She's loving it so far.
Well, that's good. I mean, that's good.
Mostly because it's free.
Okay,
right, for
so
her.
we're gonna put this. Hey, Midwest, we have an idea for next year. If someone's gonna bring a team, give a discount for each extra person they bring. So like to help, so we can bring our whole team. If we have, help the cost, and that way we can. But I know they're trying to keep it at certain numbers, but. I mean, offer a few companies mobile ops if they want to bring 5 people. You give them a discount for each one that you bring. That way to try to help, because it's a lot to take on to bring everybody.
Absolutely.
And so that's a good idea. We're putting that out there, Midwest. I hope you hear me. Can you hear me now?
Another recommendation actually that Morgan brought up is she would have loved it if there was like a separation. Well, not really a separation, but like for new members or like a member of your team. Like if there's a specific, classes for them or seminars for them, because a lot of us multi-ops, we are bringing our team down, like 20 La Force guys.
They got a whole army.
Yeah, they got a whole army, and there's some educations that are right for the business owner, and there are some educations that are great for the team. So that's what she was telling me last night, and I'm like, dang, it's your first year.
So we have
here.
to ask Midwest, but we'll definitely ask do they have a survey to put out at the end of the show?
Yeah.
And tell her to make sure she puts that in there, and because we're trying to make these things where everybody wants to come and everybody feels like they can get something out of it. And they did
Absolutely.
Did she go to the new members orientation they had at 8:00 yesterday morning? Or did she not know about
That's
that?
on me. I did not know that. Yeah, I should have told her.
Yeah,
I did not.
Yeah,
all of
yes.
the
And maybe they should have did it middle of the day so everybody was here. But yeah, they had an 8:00 welcome day, and they said there's actually 50 new DJs here this year. So that was a good thing. That's 50 more people that didn't come last year. Yeah.
Yes. A lot of newcomers.
Yeah, so it's growing, so it's really
Absolutely.
good. And I hope they don't get it too big and keep it at a nice number. It doesn't have to be 1,000, maybe 300, 500 to be enough. But I still like it here because I can talk to everybody. I almost get a chance to talk to everybody here.
100%. It's very intimate. That's actually one of the biggest things. The way I love Midwest is because it's very intimate. There's not a lot of people. You can talk to everybody. And it's only 2 days.
Yeah, and you can be back at home Wednesday and ready to go back to work.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Especially if you got events on Thursday.
Let me ask you this, Clive.
Okay.
So when you look at the shows, a big part is the educational piece.
Yep.
The
100%.
business education, the MC skills, so forth. For those DJs that don't feel that the shows can help them,
Okay.
what would you say?
For the DJs, I don't know how to answer that really, because the show can,
why is it important to you?
it's because
And why should it be important to them? If we look at it as a business.
okay, if you're trying to grow, really, if you just want to be like, stagnant, you just want to do whatever you're doing right now, then yeah, absolutely, this is not going to help you. But if you're looking to grow, this is the place to be. That's how I see it. If you are like, if you have goals, you have plans, and you need some help, this is the place to be, because these were all those people like Matt over here. He's an amazing business coach. Like there's a lot of like amazing people are here. So even if even if you're not coming here for the presentations themselves, go here to meet, to shake hands with these people who are here, that you can meet and you can connect with, and you can uh, build a relationship with. That's the biggest thing. That's how we met, right?
Yes, that's how we
that's
all
how we
met.
built Better
I
Man.
think how Betterment, our group that we have, and I thank Howard for that. Big shout out to Howard wherever he may be around. What time is it?
Howard,
It's
he was in
10
Africa last time.
Yeah, it's 10 o'clock here. So what?
The love,
6 p.m. wherever he
Hey,
at.
the boatman, yeah.
Last time I talked to him, he was on the Cape of South Africa.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Good
So
for
he
him.
called. But I mean, like you said, everybody's doing some incredible things. Justin out in San Diego, Michelle up in North California,
100%, yes.
the guys up in the East, Michael,
A lot of amazing people.
Abraham. Yeah, a lot of amazing DJs. And we thank Howard for bringing that together. But yeah, you're right. If you want to grow, these are the places to grow. You can grow at home,
Absolutely,
but it's different.
There's just so much things that you can learn at home.
Yeah.
And by yourself.
You're putting yourself in a box.
Yeah.
If you stay
Definitely.
in your own environment, you're putting yourself in a box. You're only going to know what you know. In order to expand that, you need to be in this type of atmosphere. Like you said, community. Just the community alone. If this event just consists of us all coming together for 3 or 4 days just to talk, there is still so much education
100%.
that it would change your business.
Yeah.
There's no way possible that you won't have 10 or 15 things that you can take back and implement and change your business.
Yeah, I could say that if you're a DJ, if you own a business, and if you are looking to grow, this is the place to be. But if you're in Iowa, no, this is not the place to be. My competitors, stay away. I'm kidding.
Yeah, because last time we talked, you had some unique ideas about your competitorship there and how you felt like it just wasn't a positive community as far as growing. It's use and not saying anything bad, but you really you kept it. We all have things.
It's everywhere basically, and it's just part of business. But that's not that's not what it's all about. What this is all about. It's like this all about building community, which is amazing. So,
and you can go back and change the mindset, just like Howard created Better Men, and I have DJ Crosstalk. You can create things to make them okay. Hey, I'm gonna force y'all to communicate and talk to each other and try to get better, and not just be individuals. We're gonna try to make this thing grow together.
And I agree with you, Jeff. And I also feel one of the ways to do that is whatever your reason for doing it, you have to always stay focused on that. Because if you focus on how people are responding, sometimes that will, kill our fire. And we'll stop doing something that we should continue to do because we don't know what tomorrow, what the words that we say, how it's going to affect. Because there's a lot of people that get things out of what you do, but they just don't say anything.
Yeah.
We've had several people come up to us, "Oh, I love your show," but they may not get on and comment.
of course,
So if we felt like, nobody's watching, so we're just going to stop. You don't know that.
No.
That's so true.
Yeah.
Your mission shouldn't be based on what you get. It should be based on what you want
give.
and you have to stay there.
Yeah, because man, there's many times I felt like quitting DJ Crosstalk or not the podcast. I love doing this, but just you're trying to do things. You're trying to help people. You're trying to give them some free education. I mean, we don't even charge for the meetings and stuff we have back home, but you can't even get people to come out. I mean, I spend a lot of money on my own pocket paying for food and different things, and you getting
Something I want to say about that. Here's the thing about people and DJs specifically.
Okay.
You give them free stuff, they'll never appreciate it.
You make them pay.
Make them pay.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
They're there.
Yeah, they're there. They're focused. They're bringing something home with them. Yeah, dude.
Now I'm gonna lean back in the chair. Okay. Is Clive trying to get rid of all the free stuff we do?
You giving them free stuff. Like, that's why, before it used to be, people like see me on Instagram and like, they call me and like, hey, you're doing this amazing thing. Like, how do you do it? Like, give them free stuff. Cool. Never do anything about it. I started the Calendly of like, hey, you want to talk to me? It's gonna
Booking
be like
appointment.
hourly, like, this one, and then like, all the calls like drop.
Yeah.
And then the people who calls actually like they actually write something down.
And they
actually
respect what you're doing.
Yeah, they actually do it.
Yeah.
And I just like see them grow, and
Yeah.
I'm like, now they're like, wait, they're up there basically. It's amazing. It's just amazing. So yeah, I don't give free stuff anymore because they don't appreciate it.
Oh man,
Yeah.
that's
I like that, guy.
I
I like that.
I do too. And I mean, I'm gonna try. And we need to make sure we get that young lady right there walking by.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
She's the first time.
Hi, Tori.
Tori V walking by.
Yeah.
Okay, all right. Well, give Russ. Okay.
Yeah, it's amazing,
Yeah,
man. So
but-
Do you have any closing words that you want to say to us? Leave
leave
us with a gem.
Well, we hope that
Don't give
you
away
just,
free
like,
stuff.
No.
Go ahead.
Well, we hope that we see you next year here at the Midwest
There
DJs
you go.
Live,
That's fine.
because
Bring a team member.
we'd love to meet you. We'd love to connect with you, and we'd love to grow together with you. Let's go,
DJ Clyde,
Thank
thank
you
you for
so
jumping
much.
on with us, man.
Mike.
Russ,
Yes, always.
come on in the room. Come on in the hot chair, man.
All right.
All right, come on in. We got nothing but time. We got nothing but love for you, honey.
Like it.
Yeah. Do you know this guy, Mike? You got to
I
ease up on
think
that.
I saw him walking down the street the other day.
Yeah. Man. At Lake Geneva. We met him on Lake Geneva.
Yeah, he was on one of the boats.
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, hey, how you doing, Russ?
I'm doing so good. Good to see you guys again.
All right, before we jump, because we quick to jump, tell us about where you're from and what you do and all that good stuff.
Supposed to be looking somewhere.
No, just talk, man. We're having a conversation.
Oh,
Hi.
you're right there.
Oh,
Yeah.
we are right there. I am from the Salt Lake City market.
Okay.
Born and raised Utah, and we had good times. We have a good market out there. We usually always represent pretty well at these shows, and I think this year the Utah market we've got maybe 4 or 5 of us there, 6.
Uh-huh.
So that's where I'm from. Been DJing for seems like forever.
Okay.
So yeah, thanks for having me on the show.
Oh, hey, it's an honor. We had the opportunity to, go on lunch, brunch. I don't know what we want to call it.
Dinner. Lunch.
Midday.
Dunch. Dinner,
yeah.
lunch.
Okay, Dutch. My partner come up with something Dutch, but we had the opportunity to, do a road trip, with Russ, KC, myself, Jeff, and the great producer DJ A-Roc, and
A-Roc back there.
we jumped in the Suburban and rode down to Lake Geneva and went to Popeye's Chicken, but not that Popeye.
Yeah, Popeyes. It's just Popeyes.
Yeah, it wasn't the Louisiana with the biscuits.
Yeah. Uh-huh. Yeah.
It was
good,
Yeah.
being able to sit down and we
And see-
chatted.
Yeah. These are the kind of people you meet. Like, y'all know I only have probably 15, 20 people from outside of Dallas that are in DJ Crosstalk. He was an immediate ad to DJ Crosstalk.
Oh, yeah.
Because you just see something in certain people and you say, hey, this guy will be a good person for people to bounce stuff off of
Yes.
and,
that's
and
nice.
talk to in a group. So, yeah. So, welcome to Crosstalk, too.
Thank you, my friend.
Yeah. So, yeah. But,
Very honored.
so how are you enjoying the show, man? How's the show?
It's always a good show. This I think it's probably my 5th year here at Midwest DJs Live, and just good people like you both. And,
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
And,
What keeps you coming back, though?
I love just growing and learning. I think education is key, and it helps you keep fresh, in the industry. And fresh may be being reminded of something I forgot, something I used to do,
Yeah.
and just a conversation at what do we call it, lunch? Because
Y'all stealing my word, Dutch. but that's dinner lunch if you don't know dunch.
You know,
Yeah, but yeah, those are always great. That was a great pre-show. We went together, had lunch, all five of us sit down, and we just all talked about different things, no whole bar, because nobody's in the same market. But we all just sharing information, ideas, business tips, and future plans and how we see the industry, and that was really cool. I enjoyed it.
No, it was great. And
there's our friend Eva.
The jacket is incredible, isn't it?
Oh yeah, love your jacket.
She got one for every day. So wow.
Looks like you're ready for some karaoke.
Who's that? Do you know her?
Eva. She's from Chicago.
Chi-Town.
Yeah.
I think I've seen her
She's
before.
here with Nora.
Okay, all right.
And she's actually, I believe, a planner involved in the DJ side of it a little bit. She's great. I met her in Vegas.
Okay.
Cool. Max out there.
You meet
all kind of folks. And people now, they have their hands in different pots, and they come and use these as learning tools sometimes. I mean, just as a planner to come hang out with 250 DJs, you're bound to get some kind of good ideas.
That's right.
Or discover your next favorite DJ that you like working with.
Amen to that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But so that's what it is. Education. But I also think it's the networking.
Mm-hmm.
Getting to know new people, and it's ends up being a little bit of a reunion of sorts too.
Oh yeah.
So Vegas is a good example because it's like we've all been to Vegas enough times to go over the glitz and glamour, right? I'm not like awestruck by the neon sign, but people say, "What do you like about Vegas?" And I'm like, "I gotta go see my friends. It's a reunion."
Exactly.
But it's got to be. There's got to be some value in it to spend the money and so the education, the reminders, the nuggets, things like that.
Yeah. Man, wow. Yeah, you just keep getting bombs dropped on you. If you hang out long enough, somebody will drop another bomb on you or drop a nugget on you. And sometimes it's not the biggest thing. Sometimes the smallest little thing that you get. So what else is on there, Mike? Because I got to find my sheet.
He's out of compliance.
Yeah.
So the good thing, he don't know what's on here. I can ask whatever.
I know what's on there. I just asked the last two questions. I just like to try to stay with protocol, SOP. I want to be within the guidelines. So,
for the most part, you've answered a lot of things that's on the card. One of the things, when you think about new people, and when I say new, I would say people that haven't been to a show and maybe on the fence or maybe not even know that it exists. What would you tell someone when it comes to, why they should come to a show?
I think that's a great question. And I would say to grow yourself, maybe validate what you do. One of the examples I use is I think DJs we all talk the same language. Yeah, we're talking English right now.
Yeah.
But we have spouses or significant others that they can maybe show some sympathy if we come home tired from an event. Mm-hmm. But from an empathetic standpoint, they
don't get it.
And it's almost like I could say to you, I worked with this planner. Mm-hmm. And that's all you need to know. Like, I get it. And by the way, planners, we love you.
Yeah, but not in a bad way. It could be a good way. I work with this planner. I absolutely love and want to work with her again. I work with this planner, and she drained the hell out of me. So that's I'm like, it could be.
But it's the way that you say planner.
Yeah. Planner.
That's exactly right.
Planner.
You understand the language.
Yeah,
we understand.
Yeah, but go ahead, carry on.
So I think the idea of we talk the same language, and so sometimes it's I don't know, just especially for this particular conference, it's just before we're all going to get busy wedding season. It gives you a little bit of energy to tackle the job, a little spring in your step. I just think it's significant to help us and get our minds right for the upcoming season.
Yeah, wedding season. Here it comes. Coming at you fast and furious. But
and something you said made me think about this too. Coming here gives you the ability to give clients a better reason to hire you.
Amen.
You know, it gives them a better reason because, like you said, validation. You got validation, and you're adding value to what you have to offer.
Yep.
So you're giving not just your client, but that client that you don't even consider to go after because you don't even feel like you fit in that box. You may feel like, no, my box is a $500 DJ.
Mhm.
Dude, your box could be so much bigger.
Yeah, it can be so much more.
And I just find it hard to believe that there's a person that exists out there that if you could show them that they can make more, that they'll say, no, I'm gonna just take less.
Yeah. That's a great perspective.
They're out there.
Yeah. You know, and
They're lying. But go ahead.
I was just going to say I mean, have you ever said to a client, I just got back from, or I'm going to a DJ conference?
Oh, I put it on my album block,
Yeah.
my out of office thing. I'm educating, trying to become a more exceptional DJ to provide you with the best service and innovative new ways and products and everything. I do.
Speak.
I love it.
I do it on there every time. You get an email from me today, that's what it says.
Well, and sometimes their reaction is like, what? Those things
yeah.
exist?
Yeah.
And it's like, what is it? Just all parties?
I don't remember who it was, but there's some shows that send you a banner that says I'm out, like I'm at Midwest getting better, and you can put that on your timeline of different things. I use that since I saw that one time. I think it might be Wet NBA that does that. They do it all the time.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah,
And I think people are impressed by that you're invested in yourself.
Yeah.
And that we're
even
part
if
of
they're and
something bigger.
yeah, definitely.
No, that's all.
Well. We've been on here about
Thank you.
about an hour and almost an hour and 30, about 90 minutes. We've been live talking to people.
We got two more people.
We got.
Yeah.
Thanks, Chance.
Oh wow. Okay.
No, thank you. And
Thank you.
It's
Who you
great
got?
to finally meet you. I've seen you in
Yeah.
passing,
Yeah.
but it's great to finally meet you. And
So,
it's
yeah,
an honor.
Feelings mutual.
Yes,
Yeah.
You guys
yes,
are good
All
people.
right. Thank you. Take care,
All right,
man.
thanks, man.
All right.
yes. We have the next one. Okay, all right. Yes, all right. Thank you, brother. Well, guys, you know what? I'm telling you, it's something in the air tonight, and I'm not talking about Field College.
Phil Collins.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, in all honesty, it warms my heart
Oh.
when I'm telling you, when I come, I'm so excited. Yeah, I'm so excited.
Pooh.
Yeah. What did you say? Guys, you know what? I'm gonna tell y'all something. I'm gonna tell you a little story. This brother here on my right, and maybe on some of you guys left, he's out of control. He is out of control, and I'm gonna leave it right there.
Really?
He's out of control. I love him to death, but he's full of poop.
No, I'm not, man. I am the nicest, most loving individual in America.
Yeah,
I might hit you with a jab every now and then, but it's just a stinger. I just want to wake you up. Oh, didn't that wake you up? See how it woke you up when I hit you with that stinger? Hey, it's go that way.
Yes, we got somebody.
We have somebody. All right.
We got another one.
What's up, brother?
What's up?
How's it
Hey,
going?
how you doing?
How's it going?
Good to see you.
Oh man, I feel exclusive now. I ain't never been on air.
We live. Hey, we got a live one right here. Where you from?
I'm from North Carolina,
Oh, I
originally
hear it.
from Ohio with the boy DJ A-Roc, you
Did
know.
you go to school at Ohio too?
Yeah, that's where me and Ricky
wow,
originally met each other.
man.
I feel like a lot of people don't know that, but me and Ricky go all the way back to college. We were starting partying up, doing all the college parties and festivals together. And yeah.
So are you a DJ or you just?
Yeah, I DJ as well. I
Uh-huh.
started off DJing.
Okay, before we get out of hand,
Okay,
because
all right.
it's already hit.
Hey, I
Let's
came with the
bring-
energy.
Let's bring some formality to this.
Exactly.
Coming in hot, baby.
I'm talking about you flew in and ran right into the building and jumped out. Hey! So before
Pulled
we
off,
get there,
turned his needles on. Let me put my needles on. Ready.
Exactly.
he jumped out with the turntable.
All right,
So-
go ahead.
So, first of all,
Yeah.
who are you? What's
Nah.
your name? What you do?
All right. My name Marcellus. I'm the CEO of Both Lighting USA. We pretty much sell DJ lighting all around the U.S. and even some outside the U.S. We're here in Midwest providing the lights and the main sponsor. We're excited to be here, and I also DJ as well. But lighting is kind of my main niche right now.
Okay. And
So-
now we can get on. We can let him loose. Yeah.
Exactly.
Real high.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what is it about the shows that you love? You know, what do you get out of it?
So the biggest things that I like about the shows is one, networking. Two, you get to see all the guys that you see online in person and actually get to have conversations, and then understanding people's markets. So that's the biggest thing. You know, we get so trapped inside of our markets that we tend to kind of stay within a certain niche and a certain way that we do things because that's what people do inside of our market. But then inside our market, but then when you get to talking to people outside of your market, you come up with new things that now you can bring into your market to push your business and make it better.
Yeah. So you look at it as a chance to innovate, find new ideas, and then I don't know. Do you think in your market people are a little less closed about sharing ideas? And when you come here, people are. If I'm not in your market, I'm willing to.
No, I 100% agree with that.
Okay.
I feel like in every area, DJs are just trying to compete with each other too much rather than trying to work with each other. Because if we work with each other more, we're going to push this market and this entertainment world to the next level.
Oh,
Let
wow.
me ask you this: since you said that, work with each other instead of compete.
Mm-hmm.
Why do you feel like we can work with each other?
I feel like there's more business out there than everybody think that there is. And that's the issue. It's like people think that there's a lack of business out there so that you got to be so competitive, but there's not a lack of business out there.
Part two to that.
Yeah.
Due to people thinking it's a lack, do you think the reason why they think that because of how they function?
Oh,
That it's possibly that they don't believe in continual education, so they can't see
yeah.
the bigger piece?
Mm-hmm. I highly agree with that. I mean, a lot of people, you know, they step that ladder and they stop themselves, right? And stopping yourselves is by not coming to events and conferences like this, right? You know, you feel like you reached a point, but you really didn't reach nowhere. So, yeah, it's important to come to shows like this.
Wow. Okay, man.
Go ahead. Jim.
Hey, he over here preaching, man. I'm just taking it in. But wow. So you said you're the CEO or the
Both lighting.
Okay.
Yep.
So what do you do? What exactly does that entail?
So pretty much I got like a team of 7 under us. We have officially started warehousing all our products now.
Okay.
So now we have a 6,200 square foot warehouse that we're filling up. Appreciate it. That we fill up with all our products. So Lo, she's over there behind the camera. She ships out the orders. We got a whole warranty department, tech service. And, you know, my job is kind of manage it, make sure we're all a smooth running machine. Getting Ricky to do some content for me, you know, and just pushing our company to the next level. And I would say, like, the biggest thing that makes us different, right? We don't stray away from the fact that we are a Chinese lighting company, but we are firm believers on our selling points. Yeah. And that is the 2-year warranty, the customer service, and, you know, outside of just our company too. You know, we help multiple users with Wolf Mix and Sound Switch without getting any payment or any form of things from those companies. But that's because our goal is to make lighting easy for everybody, no matter what it is. So our 2-year warranty is huge. It's a 3-year guarantee. So we either repair, replace, or refund you for your product. I would say it's one of the best ones on the market. But yeah.
You know, one of the things that I would like to say is I love you guys lighting, the way that you set it up in the room in there.
Thank you.
Yeah. I was blown away.
Innovative.
Yeah, those, hey, I fell in love with those lights.
Let's go.
I almost got on one, but I'm afraid.
What they even did last year was cool too when they put them in the roof.
Going horizontal.
Oh yeah,
yeah.
I
Mhm.
love that, man.
So do y'all
really
do those kind of things at home too when y'all do events or?
So we do some things like that at home, not to the scale that we do here, right? Not as many tubes, right?
Yeah.
You know, like last or Sunday night we had 16 tubes in the ceiling, right?
Yeah.
I think last year when we did it, we had like 12 tubes in the ceiling.
Because that was
But
a smaller room, but
Mhm.
yeah.
Many clients just don't ask for stuff like that, but we love coming to events to then do things like
To
that,
show us.
to then showcase things like that for potential clients.
And those were able to hang up on just the metal clip, those like scissors for those.
The scissor drop ceiling.
And it was just and it was it clipped to the thing or was it just magnetic?
It was a clip to it, so we
because I was
just
wondering
used
if
like
it
some
was heavy
safety
enough to
wires.
hold. Okay, yeah, to hold that. I mean, y'all, they do some innovative things at every show. Last year they put them in the ceiling, and this year they had them hanging like teardrops coming down, and it was all DMX, and it was
all wireless too, battery powered.
A beautiful thing. Yep. How many channels in those lights?
So you got 4 different channel programming.
Okay.
You can do 12 channel mode, and that's just giving you the basic internal effects and allowing you to change the colors of them. But then you got 40 channel, 80 channel, and 160 channel.
Oh my God.
Now those are your pixel mappable channels.
Okay, well you can.
So in there, what you were seeing was 4 sets of tubes. So each group of 4 is programmed on 80 channel mode.
Okay.
So we're using like 350-ish channels to program 4 tubes.
So how many were y'all using in there?
So luckily I was able to consolidate that all into one universe.
Yeah. I was like, that's a lot. Yeah.
So
80 instead of 160. If you went 160, you wouldn't have been 80.
Oh yeah, it would have took up a whole universe.
Yeah.
But,
wow.
Yeah. Let me make sure we get this.
Get us light nerds off of it.
No. It's great information. I just want to touch on, get you to give people the information where they can find you guys. Where they can buy these products, because I'm telling you, their products are great. I want to say off the chain, but I'm afraid that some of you won't understand and may take that the wrong way.
Phenomenal. There's the word. We'll use that word. Phenomenal.
They are phenomenal.
Yeah.
And we had what is that, Toby?
Toby Keith.
Yes. You can be here next time.
What's the next show you guys gonna be at?
The next conference, or so we be at DJX in August.
Okay. So we won't see y'all at Midwest.
We'll
I mean, not
see you
Midwest,
there.
but Marquee.
No, we won't be at Marquee.
Okay.
Yep. So we'll be at
DJX.
DJX.
Are y'all sponsoring anything? Y'all putting up any light shows up there?
I think we're gonna do one evening event. But DJX is a little bit more strict than like Midwest and
Jersey,
Pittsburgh.
you can't. They won't let you freestyle like that.
No. And we tried multiple times. Our first year ever doing it, we did like one event out on the beach, but we just hated that. So we was like, we want to do something, but inside.
But it's on the boardwalk, so you can't control the elements. I mean, we can have a beautiful day all day during the educational part, then you go outside, and the freaks come out at night.
Exactly.
So, I mean, So maybe y'all can do one of the parties, like when they do it at one of the clubs, and y'all can try to light one of the parties or something. But that'll be cool too. So.
Like last year, I think the only thing we did as far as like party stuff goes is the one, it's like night 2 party where they have it at the club and they got the little outside patio.
Yes.
Okay.
So we lit up out there last year with a bunch of tubes.
Okay.
So we'd probably do something similar like that, just to create a little bit of ambiance with our lighting. Not fully programming and stuff like we did here this past Sunday.
Quick question on those white ones that you had in there. What was the wattage on those? The one that was on the stands, on the gravity stands.
Those are 100-watt spots.
And the black ones on the stage. I like the things with the little, what do they call
the halo ring?
Okay. And so what's some price points? I mean, unless we can't do that.
We could talk about that. Tubes usually run for about a 4-set, around 1160.
Okay.
Our battery power movers are around 1500.
Oh, y'all have battery powered.
Yeah, so the movers that you were
those
talking
battery
about,
wireless.
battery power and wireless. Yep.
Okay. Yep. You know what? Now that I think back,
yeah,
'cause
it was
there was
no
nothing
cable.
hanging off the gravity stand.
Yeah.
Beautiful. Okay.
So yeah, those are battery powered, about 1500. I would say just about any of our products you can get, under that $2,000 range, to get started. I mean, we got uplights that start off at 430 or 530 for a 4-pack.
Okay.
So,
That's a good price.
Yeah. Nice,
And it's
affordable,
both
and
lighting.
USA.
Okay, both lighting USA and not .com, just USA.
Bothlightingusa.com.
Okay,
Yep.
all right.
For the website. So if you're looking into us and want to purchase some things, feel free to check us out at bothlightingusa.com. You can email us info@bothlightingusa.com. And we like to provide a lot of education to our customers. That's one of our biggest things that we are firm believers on. So check out our YouTube and our Instagram for a lot of informational content on how to use the lights, how to set up DMX, how to get through situations with issues. So a lot of FAQ kind of answers on there. But yeah.
Yep. Is that why you big on Sound Switch or Wolf Mix? Which one?
I'm big on Sound Switch. I've been a Sound Switch user since Sound Switch practically came out. And back when they had the box with the white bottom on it, it cost like $500 for one universe. Now you can get 2 universes for like $300. So yeah, we are kind of partnered with In Music and them over there. So I'm real close in with the Sound Switch guys, giving them insight on, what changes need to happen, what can we do at shows. And they actually provided us some stuff to give away.
Thing too, man. You can meet these guys. You can say, hey, man, y'all need to look at this. You can sit at home and whine and complain and never meet anybody. Because, I mean, we know Jake, and I don't know if me and Mike had any influence on the new MK2 Rain one, but people were able to tell him, hey, we need a better 2 microphone inputs. We need this, we need that. Yeah. And they listen and they put all of that in the new one that's going to come out. So it's cool that you guys are able to talk to people and they're listening to you and taking your advice and doing things.
And that's the biggest thing in any company, honestly. And we love taking feedback on all our products and seeing how we can change it or make it better or make the new coolest fixture that the DJs are wanting.
So we know y'all Chinese company. Do y'all have any input? Do y'all ever send them some, hey, look, can you guys create this or can you do that?
Yeah, we give them a lot of input. We pretty much designed the 360 tubes with them. We designed the IR4s with them. And we got a few other fixtures that we are cooking up in the works.
That's good, man.
Marcellus, you have blown the tops.
The doors, the sides.
Appreciate it.
You have totally defined coming in hot.
Coming in hot, look great.
Hey, I was excited to be on air.
No, we thank you.
And we look forward to seeing you at DJX. We
appreciate
celebrate the
support.
35th, and
Well, thank you, fellas.
And if you want them, bothlightingusa.com. And Lloyd will put a personal sticker on your box and say it's from Lloyd sent this to you.
Yes.
All right, good. See you, Marcel.
Yes.
All right.
Thank you.
Oh my gosh. All right. We're approaching the 2-hour mark. Rick ain't coming on after we just talked to him. See?
We tagging them out. Rick going in there? Yeah, we tagging.
You should have had both of them. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh boy. Oh, is this like live on air right now?
Yes.
And then you cut it up later.
Yeah.
No.
We'll cut it up later.
He's like, no, we don't.
No, we don't cut them up. No, we ain't cutting them down.
Is this a clean show or?
No.
Okay.
This is the BU. You don't even have to touch the mic, Rick.
I don't.
No. All you got to do
The
is
producer
talk.
got you, man.
All you got to do is
It's not
talk.
better to have the mic up here.
No,
No,
you
no.
good. Yeah,
What if I want to lean back all the way here?
We don't want you to leave back.
Then they rock
No
gonna
fat
fuss
Joe.
at you. Yeah.
No fat Joe.
Yeah.
We want skinny Joe.
Are you sure?
Lean up.
What's these for? Just extra people?
Yeah, that's ambiance, sir.
No.
Oh,
look.
Playing C.
See, Low wants the mic. Low wants to get the mic real quick. You got pickup right there?
Yeah.
Oh, hers is cool, dude. It's like actually the dock is the charger.
Okay.
Oh wow,
It's
that's
pretty
real
sick. I've
cool.
never seen
Yeah, that
that.
is. How many does it? 2 set?
Yeah.
Okay. Wow. All right. No more advertising. Yeah. So,
Shop DJ.
well, it's an honor to finally sit down and
I
talk
know,
to
right?
the great Rick Webb. I mean, I'm sure everybody's seen a Rick Webb video or whatever.
If
but,
not, you see my ad pop up.
Yeah. But go ahead and introduce yourself, sir. Tell us.
DJ Rick Webb, otherwise Rick Webb. Rick Webber's real name. 1B. Everybody wants to put 2 B's, but it's funny. It's actually the better search term is 2 B's. We want to know like where I got started.
Yeah.
Just a little bit about you.
Oh God, I started DJing when I was 15, which was 2011. 2000, yeah.
It's a lot of people started at 14. Matt started at 7.
I started at 15, DJing a few. At 17, I was DJing 22 weddings a year plus.
Wow.
In Ohio. So, yeah. So that was kind of the start. Is my DJ experience started more in middle school, like getting exposed to it. And little to say I got into DJing because I was cocky and I was like the middle school DJs that were doing our dances and stuff. I'm like, you guys suck. I can totally do this better. So
did you have a cocky DJ name? What was
no.
your name?
Oh, DJ Ricky Spitz with a Z.
There it is.
Yeah, I literally have a longboard from early on high school that I spray painted DJ Ricky Spitz on it, and then but the Rick Webb was kind of like the YouTube. The YouTube started after really took over kind of after high school. 2015. So I graduated high school in 2014. So 2015 is kind of when the YouTube started. So been doing that. This is year 10 now of YouTube for me.
Oh, okay.
Consistently, which is fun. It's been a long journey.
Yeah, it's been interesting and good. And consistency, man, because you've been in there because there's been others that have been there and they've
and I'm currently kind of I shoot for 1 a week, and I would say right now the average is 1 every 2 to 3. But there's plans in the works to get that.
Can I tell you a secret?
Yeah.
Shoot 2 or 3 at the time you're shooting the 1. And you got your 2 or 3.
Well, right now the backlog problem is actually editing. So I hired an editor full time in 2018 to edit the videos because it was too taxing on my time.
Yeah.
And little to say during COVID and stuff like that, he took on TikTok because he is an editor and a producer himself. And he's blown up. He's got over 4 million on TikTok himself. So he's over the last that built up into 21, 22. So over the last few years, 23, 24, he's been slowly trying to
get away from you.
Not really get away from me, but he's got brand deals and stuff, and he's got his own stuff going. And he's like, I will 100% edit because I've been there from the get-go to support him. But right now, I'm looking to hire a full-time filmer editor.
Rick Webb needs a full-time video editor if you know somebody.
Oh, we got applicants right now. I mean, you could still approach me afterwards if all these applicants fall through, but I got 19 people right now in the funnel that we're going to put forward to a group interview.
Okay. All right.
We got a whole process for it. It's fun.
So what made you get into the lighting thing, or what made you guys start?
The lighting. It's just a happy coincidence, to be honest. It's so I worked with brands like ADJ and Chave originally on the YouTube side of things. Back when I started, and then when I moved to North Carolina, Joe Bunn's over there, and I went over to his office, linked up because I was just starting, and he showed me all these uplights. He got, I was like, oh damn, these are well, you got Chave, that's a lot of money here. He's like, no, these are both lighting, and I was like, what's both lighting? And he showed me these, and when he told me they're $100 a piece back then, I was like, what? I spent $400 a piece on my ADJs, and I was like, this is 2019, and I was like, dude, what's your contact? And he's like, I'm gonna be honest, it's a little sketchy doing it, but just trust the process. So I go in there, I'm WhatsApping, and they're like, yeah, here's your wiring instructions. Go to Western Mutual, wire the funds here, and I'm like, I'm like, Joe, you sure this is around? And he's like, oh, they got a PayPal method. It's another 5% or something like that. And I was like, hey, you got PayPal? And they're like, yeah. The price is going to. So I PayPal them the money. And then it's
history.
Time goes by, right? It's been 2 weeks. I'm like, where's the practice? But that was the experience. And then they just showed up randomly. DHL, I bought 24 at once at the start with. And COVID hit at that time. I literally got the delivery April of 2020.
Oh, wow.
So, I had the product, and then we started conveniently in North Carolina. We did some gigs.
and I was just using them kind of in the background.
Mm-hmm.
And I would occasionally mention, you know, these are my new both lighting up lights and stuff. And I went to, what was it? This is the happy coincidence. I filmed the full review video of those new lights, filmed it. My editor's editing it. I got the edit back. I get a message like the day before we're about to post the video from my contact, Cheryl, over at Both Lighting. She's like, hey, we've been getting a lot of people saying your name from videos and stuff. Would you like to set up an affiliate commission or a dealership like route? So she's like, we'll give you $2 per light you sell, or you could set up your own, like dealership. You could become our only U.S. dealer that exists in America right now, and you can basically run your own business. And I was like, I love business, and this sounds like a great opportunity. I'm like, let's try it out.
And the rest is
kind of history from there. There's a lot of learning along the way because you know I started it based on my experience in running a DJ company, so it was kind of like you need lights, just shoot me an email and I send you an invoice back, just like it would be like a wedding. And then I started working with a business coach, and she's like, you don't have a website? I'm like, no. What's a website? It's like, well, any other company, you go to the website and purchase it. I'm like, yeah, but like we're selling like the product and stuff, and it's cheaper, and I don't want to piss off the big brands and stuff. And she's like, just do it. So like you're providing value, and like talk me through it. So we launched that website, and that literally tripled our company overnight.
Oh wow!
Just making it easy for people. That's the theme of, if Marcellus didn't say earlier, making lighting easy.
No, he didn't give us that. Marcellus slipped on that.
Yeah,
but he gave us.
That's the vision of the company.
Making it easy. Okay.
The vision of the company is making lighting easy. And just like my experience with doing it, that was kind of what when she's mentioned you could be the only U.S. dealer, I was like, well, your process is already pretty sketchy. Feels sketchy. So, I feel like I could provide value in making this a cleaner transaction and an easier way for people to be able to access those more affordable lights and still provide the quality.
And you won't give them an excuse not to do it. You give them every reason possible to do it based on the product they see and the process that it takes to get the product.
Exactly. And it's also just the backing, you know, supporting them that just like ADJ or Chauvet or some of these bigger brands, we strive to deliver that same customer service, just providing a more affordable product. So we're just filling a gap in the market space, and it's been pretty successful so far. And we've got a lot of good feedback. And we built quite an arsenal of a team that's a machine behind the scenes, taking care of customers and over delivering on what we stand for.
So that's good. So in doing, you know, your YouTube, what has been the biggest aha moment for you doing that?
There's a couple, but I would say in terms of like growing the channel, like this works. DJs love gear. You know, I think I've coined a little bit as a gear like person because I have a tech side. I'm a techie person, but like the stuff I'm passionate about is actually business related stuff. So I like experimented. I like made some business videos and they like tanked massively. And I was like, all right, well, let's go back to reviewing a speaker. All right, 50,000 views overnight on a speaker video. So DJs love expensive brand new gear. So if you can get your hands on it and make videos on the newest, latest speakers, controllers, whatever, that's how you can fast track your channel.
Okay, we just had our aha moment because that was our biggest video. We did a review on the new EV ZLX.
Yeah.
And it blew up.
Yep.
It blew up. Okay. We got our system now. Let's go.
DJs are horny for new gear, man. Let me tell you. They get excited about that.
Wow. Okay.
It's hilarious. But that's kind of like the growing the channel aha was just focus on throwing in gear related videos, or it doesn't even have to be like the newest gear, but like really like the solutions and showing them how to use gear, like
simplifying the process.
I would say another aha was like, if you're going to make a thumbnail, put as much gear in that thumbnail as possible. Like I used to think for my gig logs, the shot of the crowd going wild would be the thumbnail that like gets the most views. No, it's the picture of the damn setup with the subwoofers and the speakers or the turntables. that's what they click on because they want to see the gear.
Wow.
It's pretty funny.
Okay, hey, we'll remember.
And me on the back end, I'm looking at it like we're editing these videos. I'm like, this is the gig log. Like this is such an epic wedding, epic mixing, everything. And I like put a picture of the crowd and put like epic wedding and sick mixing or whatever. And it just like this versus I literally could take the exact same video or a worse gig log and just put a thumbnail of my setup or the custom furniture booth and just put epic wedding, same title and everything. And the video does 4 times the views.
Wow. Okay. We'll remember that.
There's also some hacks too along the way I've learned.
Yeah.
On creative tagging and stuff like that and how to research and do tagging on videos. vidIQ is a very powerful software.
vidIQ.
Yeah, I made actually a whole loom for our team. Marcellus asked me to do it because both lighting side, they're doing a lot of their own videos. And we were like looking at them and Dave was posting them and he like had 0 tags on any video. I'm like, dude, what are you doing? That's like the first step. Tag out videos with search terms. But vidIQ will allow you to you can actually search like you would. So if you're making a video or if you already filmed it and you kind of idea of like what the topic is, you can kind of just search on YouTube what you think people would be searching for. And then you can find other people's videos and you can go to their videos and see what tags they're using and what tags are actually working in search results.
And build around that.
Yes. So it's not like you don't want like 1-word tags. You want to build out like tags that are like, what is the best DJ controller or
key phrase?
Yeah.
Phrase.
DJ tips and tricks, DJ gig log 2026 or 2025, something like that.
Okay.
Those search terms work the best to try and target. Thumbnails are also a huge part. Just making sure your thumbnail is clean, making sure it's got DJ gear in it.
DJ. Wow.
DJ gear in it. That's about. Yeah.
Well, man, we
and then there's
grateful.
Yeah.
Well, go ahead. Go ahead.
Oh,
Sorry. Go ahead.
No, so the other hacks are like if you're not building an email list already for like a YouTube channel.
Yeah, we need to do that.
So the window of if YouTube is deciding to push your video to more people or not is about 2 hours. So in the first 2-hour lifespan of that video being posted, you want to push the views and the engagement as much as you can. So there's hacks like if you have an email list, as soon as you drop that video, you pop that link and you send out a news blast, new video just dropped on X, Y, and Z, so they can click, so you can up that engagement at the beginning. Knowing the time frame is kind of okay. At least for the DJ industry, what I've learned is don't post on Thursday, Friday, or Saturday because they're all working.
Okay.
So Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday tend to be the better days to post. And
Rick
then
is over here just giving up all the good Jesus music. Yeah.
And then timing wise, like 10 a.m. on the East Coast time works out because it's early enough in the East Coast that they can watch it, and then the West Coast wakes up and keeps the views going.
Okay.
So it's pretty.
Yeah, hacks.
There's also live
Rick
streaming.
Yeah.
Have you seen how you can do a redirect? I don't know if you've seen. I've done it a couple times now. I just don't have the time.
Explain.
So in YouTube, if you do a live stream,
Uh-huh.
you go to do a live stream right now, you can set up a redirect to your video premiere. So it's like on Twitch where you can do what is it called, a raid of another stream.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
So you can set up your live stream. It's a little cumbersome to do it, but you set up in YouTube that your new video, you schedule the premiere of the YouTube video, say at 12, and then you go set up your live stream with a redirect option that when the live stream ends, it sends them to that video premiere. So I go on 30 minutes before. I've done it a few times. It works really well when I have the time to do it. It's just having the time to do a 30-minute live stream, also premiering it and everything. It's a little taxing. So hopefully the video editor can help me out with that. But I've done it like 6 times now, and it's been very successful. Basically, I just jump in and I tease, do some Q&A, just answer some questions. I'll get, like 40, 50, 60, 70 people on there to just jump in that 30-minute little segment where I'm just shooting the shit, basically. And I might be I tease in there. I'm like, after this, we're going to watch the brand new video premiere where I go through this, and this, or this gig log. And then after we basically get through it, I can literally end the stream and it pulls all those people right into the live premiere of it on YouTube, which again pushes that engagement.
Yeah.
It is cumbersome to do it, but it works.
It's worth it.
Okay.
It works.
All right.
Yeah. So if you got the time and energy to do it, that's
We
But
got.
that's about all the YouTube hacks I got right now.
That's some good hacks, man. That was good. That was good. I'm sorry, I almost got the best one cut out because I'm trying to be gracious with your time. But no, that was good. That was good.
What time is it? We got plenty.
It is.
It's a 10. I'm good until 2:00.
You speaking at 2?
No, I got a flight. I got to go back. We got.
Okay.
I got to get back for production on the DJ side of the company.
And you're doing more production now too, huh?
Yes, we launched. So my company is Fusion Sound Lighting. We've been wedding, school dance focused forever, and we jumped into corporate last year. We were going to do it, but then we got the opportunity to be in house for a pretty sizable venue. And there was another production company getting out of it in the industry that was like, literally, it was like the week of my wedding. He like called me. He's like, "Hey, we've worked with you a few times to do lighting gigs, and I like the way you run your company. And we're trying to get out of doing any corporate events under $100,000. So I'd like to refer your company." And I'm like, "You're doing what?" I was like, he's like, "Yeah, you guys got like screens, TVs." I'm like, "I can get them." Like, what are we talking here? And he's like, "Well, we got this in-house contract and, it's worth 6 figures." And I'm like, a year. And I'm like, "Okay, what do I need to get?" He's like, "You need to probably buy 6 figures worth of gear." I'm like, "Okay, let's go to the bank. Let's figure this out." So we launched corporate last year, did a little under like 100. It was right around $100,000, but we've already done that this year.
Wow.
We're expecting to do 3x that this year.
Wow. Man, congratulations.
It's like we're looking at here. It's a crazy. It's
Yeah,
a whole new realm,
yeah.
and I feel like every day when I'm talking to someone in production, whether it's Chris's team here, etc., I hear a new term, a new word, a new thing, and I'm like, "Oh, I guess I gotta go research that now."
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
It's
Yeah. And we know the
very
producer has
technical.
come and done some stuff with you.
Yeah.
A-Roc.
Yeah, A-Roc is good friend back in college, so
Yeah.
he's got all the video stuff clearly
Yeah.
here, and
Yeah.
that's the one element we really haven't expanded into, so we just outsource it. We're only doing video, like live streaming stuff right now. Like last year, I think we did 3 events. This year, we're gonna do like 6. So it's not at the right amount that it makes sense to invest in it just yet. But
I can understand.
Yeah.
Because doing this podcast things seem like, okay, what do we invest in next?
Yeah.
And you just got to figure out the best thing. But man, the great Wick Webb has joined us, y'all. Jumped on the show. We about to have the great Cedric. Yeah. So
But no, we appreciate you,
Absolutely,
man. It's
man.
always an honor to see you. And A-Roc speaks so highly of you. We knew
He
you
does?
before we knew you. Yeah,
I'm just kidding.
he tells about.
he tells us about everybody he loves. Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah. And y'all went to
your
school together. So
story.
yeah.
So it's.
Well, he
it's
wasn't
good.
in school when I was there.
Oh, he was just running around being the.
He was just
man.
a business owner, man. He was
Yeah.
he was a mover and shaker.
Yeah, he's still doing the same thing.
I met up with him, and he liked me, and he's like, "I can introduce you to the university to get some stuff going." I was like, "Okay, let's do it."
Yeah. So
he's a great.
he's a mover and
Great.
shaker. Yeah.
Oh, he's a mover and shaker, man. That's for sure. I
Yep.
love it.
But thank
Absolutely.
you, brother.
Absolutely. It was
Always,
great.
We wish you continued
All right,
success.
Rick. All right.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Mike, hold it down.
Keep building.
Ah,
Oh, she left the mic. You gonna take it with you?
I got it.
Yeah. Thanks, brother. Yes. Come on in, Sid. Watch your step right there. Jeff done already wasted water. Yes. Yeah. We just. It's so great to talk to so many great people, man. It's a lot going on. It's been a great day. So, how did you like the party last night?
I had a lot of fun. I drank probably a little bit more than I was planning to, but it was a lot of fun. A lot of great DJs. I met a lot of great people. It was a lot of fun.
Yeah, that's great. That was a good party, man. I really, really enjoyed it. Big ups to all the females that perform. Seeing them, work together, support each other, hype each other up.
Yeah.
Man, it was great. It was great. It was beautiful. And that, for me, that's what it's all about. That's what it's all about.
All right, what I missed?
We didn't talk too bad about
Coming
you.
in hot. It's
Yeah,
okay.
so-
If you
so
did, it's all right.
Let's start this off this way first.
Okay.
Tell us about yourself. Who are you? What brings you here?
All right. So I'm Cedric Jones. I'm from San Antonio, Texas. I run IDJ events. I also run a photo booth company called I Take Selfies. So I do DJ, photo booth. I always come to conferences. I love to learn, new stuff. That's that's why I came here, to learn some new stuff that I can apply to my business and get better.
Okay, that's good. And so far, how has the experience been for you?
So far, I would say this is probably the best conference I've been to.
And what makes it the best?
The vibe, the people, the education content, the format. I like the format. You're not just sitting there listening to seminars all day. They're mixing it up. You got workshops. You got the roundtable, as well. So it's a good variety of like things you can take in.
Yeah. Have you had the opportunity to sit at one of the round tables?
Yeah, did that yesterday. Yeah, that was probably the highlight of the day yesterday. Yeah.
Yeah. How was it? Because I haven't had that opportunity.
Oh, okay. It was great. The one I sat in, the one we did, we were talking about crate organization and stuff like that. So it was really nice to get some ideas from like other people, how they do things and stuff like that. So I definitely learned. I need to start using cloud. I need to start using the cloud more often. I don't back up my stuff on the cloud. Everything is on hard drives. I need to start using the cloud more often.
Yeah. Third party. Have that third.
Yeah.
That second piece.
Yeah.
Outside of just, I got a backup hard drive, but have that backup to the backup.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, man, I call you the fire starter because you throw matches or gasoline into, you start conversations. You don't just come in and we're gonna start a fireplace. No, you come in, throw the gas, then run out and come back and look over you're standing out in the audience, an arsonist. But I mean, it's a good thing. I mean, I'm not saying it in a bad way, so don't take it in a bad way. We do need to have these conversations, and you start conversations, and a lot of people take it the wrong way. That's why, like a lot of people, why you make him because he starts conversations. The rest of y'all sitting around complaining. He asks questions about things and make us think and want us to be better and innovative. So that's why I added you as an admin or our contributor to Crosstalk, because I wanted you to. Ask questions. Ask people tough questions. Don't let them just sit back, be lazy, and steal. I think a lot of people, we call them take that, because a lot of people just take it. They're not giving anything. Yeah. So don't take it the wrong way. I just call you that because you started the Latin conversation. What did it do? It introduced us to Ivan.
Exactly.
Man,
yeah.
If I have a conference, Ivan is speaking.
And then now Marquis just added a Latin presenter. Yeah.
So you, by doing that, you may keep thinking. At first he was on there arguing with you, saying we're not going to do it because there's only 3% of the population. And then after he thought about it, now he's went out and found this big Latin DJ in Chicago to speak at the. So it's good, bad, and the ugly, but most of it is good. But I like the conversation starters.
The good thing is this, and people won't say it's good. Change is never, for the most part, something that people are just willing to do.
Yeah, that is true.
Change makes you feel uncomfortable. And when people present something that people are not normally used to dealing with, it's always met with resistance. So I applaud you for having, the galls to do what you do, because it's necessary. Most will hold that in and they won't even say nothing. And then they'll give you a sidebar call. Man, I thank you for doing that. Why are you calling me?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Why are you calling me? Why? If you felt this way for the last 15 years, why am I just now hearing about it?
Exactly.
Yeah. So, yeah.
Oh, I don't want to shake the tree. Well, why are you calling, or even why are you by my tree?
Wow, by my tree. So I want to ask about is it the Vendor Collector, or what is the name of the group did you start that group?
No.
What is it?
Gerard started that one, I think. Yeah.
So he's another match thrower. He likes to throw matches. Yeah. He had some planners up in an uproar.
You gotta get him on your show next.
Yeah, man. Yeah, we gotta talk to him too. But but if you I agree. It's people don't like change, or they don't want anybody to point out that they're stuck in a way and they're not willing to do things differently, and don't want nobody to even just suggest to them that they need to make changes. So, yeah, I laughed when I watched him. I was like, oh, here we got another fire starter here. I don't know if you're in that group or not, Mike, but yeah, man, he had them planners all up in the uproar, buddy. But we need somebody to kick the tires or incite people or do things. And I've always liked you because people talk. I'm like, no, I like what he's doing, man. Half of y'all need to think and get out these boxes and be complacent and don't want to grow and don't want to see nothing different and don't want to hear anything different. If we just all keep going to the same show, it's like I don't know if Matt said it earlier, but it's just gonna stay the same, and it's never gonna change. We just gonna keep on coming. But if you want something different or you want to see something different, say something, and you did that.
You can't expect nothing to change if you don't
say anything. Somewhat, but then Justin the DJ went out there and went super hard, and everybody thought it was, oh well, he's just saying the truth, blase, blase. So I mean, we all need to speak our truth and say what we want, because if you're gonna pay your money, you want to get something out of it.
So have you been met with more resistance or support, and when you do or you ask the questions that you ask?
It's I would say I would say more support, yeah. Some resistance every now and then, but yeah, I would say more support, I guess.
And if you could share like a support story with us, what would that be? What has someone said to you like, hey, man, I really appreciate what has been one that stuck out with you and meant something?
I mean, every time I bump into somebody, someone always mentions, the shit I post and stuff like that. They just say, they really appreciate that I ask good questions and I bring up good topics. And that really stuck with me because sometimes when I write stuff, I think to myself like, should I say this? Should I not? Like, should I delete it?
I don't think you do that, sir.
I delete. No, there's a lot of stuff I delete.
Really?
Yes.
Oh
yes.
boy. Okay, what is something you deleted?
No, I don't want to say. There are a lot of things. I'll start writing it out.
You know what?
I have a full post and then I'll delete it. I'll be like, no, I don't want to say that.
Sometimes I respond to stuff and I'll write it all out and I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna just
because it's hard to convey stuff with text.
Yeah,
it can get taken out of context.
Yeah, people can take it.
Have you thought about doing video? Because just think about
you're right.
That'll help.
No, I'm gonna say this here. One of the things that I think is important, because I will say things that I know others will be offended by.
Yeah.
But for me, I know my intentions. And if my intentions hurt your feelings, why should that be my fault? If I did it in the best of ways.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Cedric, you know what, man, I don't like you, but I respect you. I didn't say, bull.
Yeah.
So it's about the intentions for me. But if my intentions is to make things better, you're not going to get everybody on your side.
That's
true. If it's the text, do the video. Then, they see the expressions.
Yeah.
They feel the energy.
Yeah.
And it takes away the excuse.
Yeah, because you can even text your wife, somebody you with all the time and talk to all the time, and then you can send them a text and they can take it totally. So I can imagine people on Facebook he's angry.
Mad,
it
happens all the time.
Yeah. So videos might help. Hey, today y'all had this thought. Why do planners do this, or why do DJs do that? What's the latest one? Why don't we have any Latin DJs? Any Latin just have fun with it. That might be a cool thing, man.
It's a good idea.
Do it on YouTube. Numbers get crazy.
It's no different than what Justin the DJ did.
Yeah.
It's just instead of having this full production, it's just
Yeah, you just ask one question.
My thoughts. My thought of the day. Or
did Ivan say that, and you piggybacked off Ivan? Who said it first about the Latin DJs? Was that Ivan?
Yeah. Ivan. He was the one that mentioned it first. Yeah.
Yeah. So as soon as it comes up, we just reaching out to him. We want to get him on the show. We like to get it when it's hot.
It's the best time.
well, let me ask you this here. It's just hit me. Lauryn Hill came out with the miseducation of Lauryn Hill. What's the miseducation of Cedric Jones?
I haven't even heard that album, honestly.
You need to listen.
Well, break it down. What are you trying to say? What is it? You saying is he misunderstood?
Well, or misunderstood. I might have mixed the words up. If people, people that don't know you, that assume that you're something that you're not, what is that? Who is Cedric?
I'm a very nice, sensitive guy, but I'm very open and honest. So I'm gonna call you out on your bullshit. Like that's just how it is.
Hey, and I love that.
But if you do good, I'm gonna call it out too. So it goes both ways.
Yeah, and I love that because we need more of transparency.
Yeah, exactly. Because I want people to do the same to me.
Yeah. So what is your big takeaway from this week?
My big takeaway, man, there's so much.
That's good.
I don't know. I'm like,
Because
that's a tough
man,
one.
I thought you were one of the toughest guys. So I say, Serge's never gonna like a show, no matter where you go. But you know what? Half of the battle is showing up, so I'm so glad you showed up. Because now, if you'd have went left on him and said it sucked, it's horrible, then I would say, okay, he was here, so he was able to judge it and say that. So I mean, that's what I want people to do, not sit at home and complain, or I'm not going to a show, and then you're never there to see for yourself and see what's going on.
Yeah.
But hey, what can I say? Everybody has their own opinion. You're allowed to say whatever you want, but I want you to at least show up, because how are we gonna get us on stage if we don't show up? The numbers are they're a little bit better, but DJX it's totally different in numbers wise with us. So, like you say, how are we gonna put us on stage if it's 5 of us? How they gonna put us on stage in front of 255 people?
Yeah.
So, with you saying that, Jeff, let's talk about change. And what is the necessary change that you feel is needed?
Necessary change that I feel is needed is DJs overall. We need to step outside of our comfort zone. We need to, check our egos at the door. There's always going to be something new you can learn, even if that person has less experience. Doesn't matter. There's always something you can learn from anybody.
Yeah. And
I like that. And piggybacking on that, when it comes to the shows, for me, these last 2+ years, one of the things that I would say is change is possible. We've witnessed things shifting. But like Jeff said, and I firmly believe in this, in order for us to get the change that we feel is necessary, we have to be present. And we have to get those that are wanting to see things differently to attend so we can see the change. Because I don't think that people won't listen. We're not talking the right language. We're talking at them.
Yeah.
We're not talking to them. And when we learn to have old school conversations where we take away the electronics and have to actually sit and talk to one another, then I think we can get things done. Because we've seen some of the show people make changes. And like with Nate Acosta, Nate is pretty much new to speaking. But when we are going to these shows, who do we see every time at the show?
Nate.
We see Nate.
And he's showing up. Yeah,
And you have to be present for people to even listen to you. It's like,
and you got to have something to say too, though.
Yes.
Yeah.
You have to have something to say. But
and he's consistent. He's doing his thing. Because I know he's giving a talk today on consistency, and he's very consistent in what he does. But yeah, so don't take it personal. Don't take it wrong. Some of them are great. Some of them are bad. I'm like, why the head said wrote that, or why he do that? But some of them like, hey.
But the good thing about it, like you started with, it starts conversation.
Yeah.
And a lot of things you find, like I was talking about, the person, sidebarring you and calling you, people have stuff in them that they won't say. And sometimes it takes a Cedric or someone else to make them feel like, you know what, I'm man enough to say it.
No, they still not. No, they're not.
Well, not
I mean, we have
everybody.
it all the time. Even in crosstalk, people will say something, then me and Mike, or my phone starts blowing up, or my text. Well, no, say something. Yeah, say something. Be man. What's that song by? I think that was be a man about it.
Yeah, I hate those.
I hate anonymous posts.
Yeah,
oh my god.
Yeah. So we had to delete that. I left it in there for a
Show
long
us your
yeah,
Exactly.
yeah. It was in there for a long time, and then finally one person used it, and you saw what happened with it.
Yeah,
But
it's cowardly.
it's cowardly. You know, if you got something to say about somebody, just say it, or reach out to them personally.
Yeah, that's always a good way to do it. Yeah.
What did we do? We called you. Hey, said, come on the show.
And that's the thing that I have to say. Okay, you know what? You can say what you want to say. Said what he wanted to say, and he didn't hide behind, something else. What they call a burner account.
Yeah, because it's a guy right now talking about his thing is messed up, but he's posting as the unknown DJ. Really? Frederick, I think.
Oh
it's
my
Freddie,
god!
Yeah, and
he single-handedly ruined the Marquee Group.
Matter of fact, I don't know if I was in a group with him or he was somewhere. I had to delete him, man, because I was like, this guy.
It's too much.
Yeah, and his is not engaging or thought provoking. It's just bull crap that he's just spitting at everybody.
You gotta at least be engaging,
Yeah, have some innovative thoughts with your bull crap, but but yeah. So you can change your name to DJ Firestarter. I throw matches. No, man, I love it. Man, like I said,
we were happy.
I can tell you how many people hit me up. Really? You made such a admin? I was like, yes, because half of y'all sitting at home won't say nothing, won't do. Half of the people, admins, don't even comment.
And you should have said this.
Yeah.
You know, this is the first time that I've heard from you in months, right?
Yeah.
Now you're calling me.
Yeah, but no, I enjoy it, man. Keep the fire burning and post the stuff in the group too. Start conversations and crosstalk. Yeah, because we'll protect you. You ain't got to worry about it.
Yeah, we were happy when we were on the plane and we saw that you were coming.
We was like, oh my God,
man,
you got to get him in the chair. He will be in this chair.
We were happy. And not for we were just happy.
Yeah, because we want you to come in. Because we wanted your honest opinion about the show. I mean, you're going to be honest. You ain't going to sugarcoat. You ain't going to lie. I know we sitting here in front of Midwest. Their whole crew is over there in front of us. But everybody who sat in the show the chair said they like it. And if you don't, just tell the truth. I mean, no, they need to do this. They need to do that. And that's what they need to hear. Yeah. We don't need to sugarcoat it. We need to be honest with, hey, y'all can do better. Like, when they send a survey, I'll write some things about what I think could be better. But the show was absolutely great last night. Chad opening up with karaoke.
Yeah, everything
and getting everybody involved was good. Instead of people trying to be freaking EDM DJs that we're not EDM. We're a wedding and DJ. No, I'm just telling the truth. I'm like, don't sit over there and laugh because you know it. So I'm just being real honest. We're not. Stop that mess. If you want to be an EDM DJ, go to an EDM conference. You're not. We don't want to hit. You can't even dance. We can't even dance to that. It might be a few that hit, but the rest of it is, we don't even recognize the song.
I would say this here to add to what you're saying.
Okay. Now you're gonna speak up.
I just want to bring it home. I want to bring it home because I'm winding you back in. You're out there. If you have not learned how to read the crowd, you should not DJ in front of DJs.
Oh yeah.
So if you're reading the crowd, you know that
I can't do that when I prepare my set, I can't deviate from 128 to something else.
You should not be there. Because
I took 2 months to put this set together, and I can't change. I can't add a song. I can't change. I can't change anything.
I don't care what you did.
Okay, I know.
Whoever got you up here
should get you down.
And they should get down.
But no, last night was so refreshing to hear songs we know, music that we know, and not okay.
Wait, you were there last night? I didn't see you.
I was for a brief moment.
Oh, okay.
I heard. No, man, he
was tired, man.
I had a headache and I was tired, and there wasn't I couldn't find no food, and I was just like, okay.
And I'm gonna say sorry on the air because several people asked me, and I told them that he's a senior.
No, it wasn't that, man. I don't know.
No, I'm just saying. I said, you know what? I don't want to stick
it's okay.
it to him.
No, I can feel it in the room.
He's a senior.
No, it was somebody.
We gave him his meds.
I could feel it in the room. I felt somebody jabbing me while I was sitting in the chair working on the contract, and something stuck my fingers like a little prickly stick. I said, "Oh, I know he over there talking about me."
He said, "Where is Jeff?" I said, "CP, just I want you to think about this. He's a senior." I said, "We gave him meds, and he's down."
Nah, I came over there for
we came
one.
together.
We came together.
Yeah.
And then I was like, no, they don't have no food. I went and talked to the guy. Oh, we just opened the club at 4
They
o'clock.
brought food later. They had
I
pizza.
didn't know that was coming. So I was like, so I walked over there by the other place. And everything was closed. So I saw Mike coming back. I said, man, I'm going upstairs. I said I was going to go back. But then I just sat down.
I told him when he told me that you ain't coming over there.
Yeah. But I said,
So right there, don't cover your face, put off to the side.
Amazing.
yeah, okay,
So
yeah.
anyone that doesn't know me and Vibo, it's a music and event planning app.
Yeah.
And that's what we do. We've been doing since we launched in America, end of 2017,
Yeah.
2018.
I was at the first launch. When
Mobile
y'all did
Beat back in the days.
Yeah, I was there.
When it was called
I
Mobile
heard
Beat.
it. I probably should have got in then. Yep. So yeah, I was
Yeah,
there
man.
for the first
You
launch,
can
the
always
official
come in.
time when you're on the stage. I know, man.
We
I'm
need
just
good people,
I'm
man.
spoiled in my ways, and I always say I'm gonna do something different, but I'm right back to it. And plus, I have a big company, so I don't want to make everybody else change because I want
Change
to
is
change.
scary.
No, yeah, it's scary. It's probably for the better, but it's just hard to get 12 people to buy. Okay, we got a good system already working. Now I got to tell all 12 of them or however many people that they got to change something else. But eventually, I'm just gonna say, screw it. We're all gonna do something different.
I tell people you already have the no.
Yeah.
So the only thing you're gonna know is either you try it and you'll have a hell no. or you'll enjoy it, you'll have a hell yes. But right now you have a soft no.
Yeah,
which we don't. And you said the word good. That's one of the words I don't like good.
You don't
like
good?
Great.
You have a great product. Yeah, y'all do.
I mean, whatever. I don't want to. That word is already political. So let's just see amazing.
We have an amazing product. Yeah,
Amazing.
But welcome back to the show, Mike.
Yes, thank you. I had a emergency interview. with the banjo.
Yeah, man.
nice.
So wow,
Interview.
what are we at? 2 hours and 30 minutes. We've been over here chopping it up this morning.
Yes.
So
But we want to officially welcome Mike from Vibo
yeah.
to the table. How you doing, Mike?
Amazing. Good to see you guys again.
Oh, always, man. Always.
Yeah, good vibes. Always.
Yes, always. You know, Mike is always doing some wonderful things, and we hear nothing but great things about your product.
Yeah.
You know, the producer, DJ.
Don't
A-Roc,
use that word. It's amazing.
We hear amazing things about the product,
Yeah,
and the producer, DJ A-Roc, is now using your product, and he's just been raving about it.
Yeah, he was telling us, man,
Yeah.
how much he likes it and how much his customers like it.
He booked an event at the White House with
So
your product.
So
was
that's a
telling me.
safe. That's a safe. That's a good hard. Yes,
Wow, that's
hard
great.
yes.
That's a hell yeah.
Yeah.
So tell us about Vibo, or tell the people that's going to be listening about Vibo.
So Vibo is a music and event planning app. So it's not on the web. And me and A-Roc were just talking about Jay, one of our team members, who is a DJ
Merch.
like all of us. Jay Merch.
Love Jay
Shout
Merch.
out. Everybody loves Jay Merch. And
the amazing Jay Merch.
The amazing Jay Merch. And Jay was kind of explaining this on stage. I couldn't have said it better. We all have planning systems in place. Some of us use the same system that we have as a CRM for the clients to choose music. And Jay couldn't explain it better. You're saying, if you want to listen to a song in your car, you could open Serato, but why would you? It's clunky. So that's kind of like asking your client to choose songs on your CRM. The CRM is good for what it does, but why are you asking your clients to choose songs on your CRM? They want to choose songs on Vibo like they want to listen to music on Spotify. So it's kind of like asking your clients to listen to music on your Serato. It's clunky. It'll work, but it'll take them time to open their computer. So they want to just put in a song when they're at the bar or someone else's gig or whatever. They're vibing with each other. That's Vibo. It's just having the DJ at the palm of your hand as a client when you're thinking of the song. So you're meeting your clients where they're at.
Okay.
I like that.
And that's Jay Merch. I couldn't have explained it better.
Hey, the
So
amazing.
Jay spoke today.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool. Sometimes I wish I could get in there and hear some of these, but we're out here trying to talk to you guys and let people see folks who are, actually here that, hey, I've been interested in Bible. Well, Mike is actually here. You can talk to him and ask him all the questions. Jay Merch, did y'all bring anybody else with y'all this time? Because I know y'all usually have 2 or 3 with y'all. Or it's just you and Jay.
Me and Jay, Eric, part of the Midwest DJ shows with us.
Okay. Because you usually have Rachel and a couple others.
Yeah. There's always people helping out.
Yeah.
I say this to the DJs. We have a small industry. We're not dentists where there's like, I don't know how many dentists in America. God knows how many dentists.
Yeah.
There's just like a few small thousands of us DJs that actually, you have a team of 12. I don't know how many people you have.
We have about 5
5
that I can sub out.
There's a few thousand of us that are actually professional, that know what they're doing. That you see A-Roc tape the floor. Everything's professional. I'm talking about professional people that will actually.
Pump him up, though. He's not professional.
Oh, God knows. But I'm saying,
no, he's overly professional.
All these DJs that we laugh about, right? There's tens of thousands, but the people that actually are professionals, that I want you to do my wedding or whatever.
Yeah.
There's only a few thousand of us.
Yeah.
And I don't know where I was going with this, but here I was. Let's bring it home. I'm saying, there's not many of us, and the people that decide to use our product are actually like not only our customers, but they're also our partners and our investors. Because there's no backup. It's just a few thousand of us.
Yeah.
So that's why if anyone's watching and you are using the product or considering it, I appreciate everyone so much, because it's just us. I mean, we're not dentists. They're not hundreds. God knows how many dentists there are. It seems like there's a lot of them.
Yeah.
I don't know why I chose dentists. It could be anything.
No, it
But
could
just
be
not a
anything,
lot
but
of professional DJs that
well, the
care
thing
that much
is,
for their
because
clients
there's
like
a
us.
small number of them.
No, they don't.
And
You're
there's-
right, Mike. You're
yeah,
right. It's
yeah.
not
I tell
enough
people, I keep it
professional.
real. I say, guys, we need to step up our game as professionals and use software. If there's a really good software out there, at least check it out.
Yeah.
Educate yourself about it.
And the great thing about what you're saying, Mike, is this. I guess we have to define what we want our business to look like. And you said a key word, professional. So if you want to be professional, do you want to DJ out the trunk of your car? Or do you want to DJ at an event and have the right gear? So when you talk about your product, if you're looking to make money, your product adds value to someone's service. So if there is value added, why wouldn't you do it? Unless you want to, keep doing it out the trunk of your car.
Exactly.
And then that's not, as you said, that's not professional. That's a hobbyist.
Yeah. And I also understand, Jay here.
Mm-hmm.
People don't like to make big change, right? You have
Yeah.
a team, this and that.
Yeah.
I also understand people like you, right? I mean, I tell people, think about it like gear.
Yeah.
Some people will like to use, but you gotta
Yeah.
at least listen to it, try it.
Yeah.
Because change is hard.
Yeah, it is. It really is.
It's hard.
It's
So
not
I
as
totally
easy as
understand
we-
people.
Yeah. And sometimes we want to change, but then there's certain little circumstances that get in the way of us making those changes.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. So
So I say jump in the water, Jay.
I
I'm not trying to. We're not
No,
trying
no,
to
no,
hard
no,
sell, man.
no,
I'm
no.
just-
Sell
I'm
me,
just-
brother.
I'm
Sell
just,
me. But no, I mean, like now
I'm
that
just
A-Roc
making
has
fun,
jumped in there,
Yeah.
Yeah, because they've been talking to
Yeah,
us
he's been
about it.
talking to us about it.
This is what I said on stage because I went on. Jay does the talking. He's a good talker,
Mm-hmm.
and I
bring
just
it
went
home.
on. I brought it home in the last minute. This is all what this is what I said. Vibo, people that don't know me, we're a business. We want to make money, of course, like all of us. But mainly, it's my life's mission. 12 years ago, I was a DJ back in Israel, and I decided to devote my life to building software in a small industry that no one's going to do it. No investor wanted to give me money because it's just too small and too niche. And I decided to devote my life to doing this. And what we do as DJs, and I'm a Jewish, not religious, but I'm a Jewish man, where in our religion, making people happy on their wedding day is a mitzvah. It's a good deed. And what we're doing at Vibo is we're trying to build a platform to help DJs like you make magic and play the songs that will light people's heart on their wedding days. And that's a good deed. So we're trying to help people like you guys make good deeds with the best software. Because if you're giving them an app and they can choose songs naturally, and they do it slowly, they don't have to think. It's like, that's why it's called Vibo. It's just the vibe. And then when you're sending out 12 DJs, you're giving them intelligence, information about what actually will tick people's hearts. And you're doing service to your clients by giving them a tool to tell your DJs to do a really good job on their wedding day.
So let me ask you.
That's the way I
trying to
see
say
it. That's
Jay
the vision.
Birch brought it home, but you're bringing it home.
You got him on the hook.
Yeah. I mean, I've always thought about it, but again, like I say, like everybody says, change is hard, man. So it's hard to. It's not. You get comfortable too.
So can we bring it home?
Oh yeah.
So
Bring it home.
Is there a way to put us in a test environment to allow us to play with it and to fall in love with it?
Of course. I'll tell you the real story. I don't like to, but it's always a struggle in business. If you're an entrepreneur, a DJ, whatever, we're all entrepreneurs first, and then DJs second. I think we started out with the passion for music, and then we figured out, oh shit, we gotta, excuse my French, we gotta make money to keep this, going. So, What I'm saying is, in the beginning, we started out with a free trial and this and that, and no one understood the value. So we brought it home. We're like, okay, 95% of startups fail in the tech industry. 95% fail.
Wow.
So when I heard that number, I'm like, okay, let me gate Vibo, make it premium, and talk to people and explain the value so that you know why we're charging what we're charging, because it's not cheap to build good software that actually works.
Yeah, no, it's not.
But now, 7 years into the game, we decided to start preparing the platform for a free trial. So you can just go in, you see the price on the website, but we couldn't have done that because we would have just gone out of business. So people say, why don't you have the price on the web? Why don't you have a free trial? It's just we were trying to stay in business. We want to be that 5% that stay in business. So we're hoping that by the end of this year, we're going to have a free trial. People just log in, start using it for whatever number of days, or I don't know how much. And then if you like it, you fall in love, great. And we'll probably reach out anyway to ask you if you need help. But even though it's not stated on the website, if you guys want a free trial or anyone listening wants a free trial, just let us know. We'll answer the phone or the text or the email, and we'll let you in for free. And we'll help you out for free. And if you like it, then we'll partner up.
Okay.
So,
well, Mike, it's always an honor not just sitting down talking with you, but seeing you at the show.
Yeah.
Thank you, man.
We gave you a spotlight in our video. I don't know if you saw it from DJ X.
With Jay, right? Or with me? I forget. Put on the
DJ
good-looking guy, please.
Yeah.
No,
No,
that's Jay. I'm
you're
talking
in-
Jay, man.
You're in
I
our
guess
video.
Mike and Jay and Jay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's funny.
Yeah. But no, you're in our video. We did a
Recap
a recap
Thank
video.
you. Mhm.
You got a
Thank you.
spotlight in there. We got to send it to you.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, because the
Was I looking
music.
okay?
Yeah, the music
Oh.
is centered around what you did. What you did went right in with the music.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for
Yeah.
what you guys do. I know
Thank
that
you.
this is like a project of love.
Yeah.
Oh,
So thank
Yeah.
you for keeping
Yeah.
it real
Yeah.
as well.
Oh yeah, we definitely keep it real. Maybe too real sometimes.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Really?
Oh,
Give me
yeah.
an example.
No, just like I was just talking about us trying to be EDM DJs when we were doing the showcases, and nobody's an EDM DJ. That's not what
Nobody's
we
a
do.
what?
Not an EDM DJ.
Oh, okay.
So why do we play that for a whole bunch of DJs that do weddings and play country music and hip hop and pop and all that? We don't, don't try to be something you're not. Be what you are and perform for us so we can all dance and relate and hear stuff that we used to. I don't need to Shazam every song in your set because I don't know what it is.
It's not going to be yours.
No. I'm like, what the hell is that? But no, that's one of the controversial things. But we try to keep it. I try to stay out of trouble. We don't want to go viral for the wrong reason.
Oh yeah.
All right, man. It's time. We've been sitting in these chairs almost 3 hours.
Thank you so
I
much,
need to
man.
stretch
Thank
and
Yes.
get loose. Thank you,
Thank
sir.
you, brother.
Good to see you.
Thank you.
Keep.
You too.
I love your mission statement, and
Thank
keep making it easier. And we will definitely log in and try to do a free trial. And,
Yeah, let us
and
know.
like you said, if you want to try a free trial, he said, is it set up already?
ViboDJ.com.
Is it already set up?
No, but just message us.
Okay.
We're a small company. We'll answer it.
We're sending
personally.
Mike at Vibo. This is Jeff. I'd like a free trial. Free trial.
Say this is Jeff.
Okay, and on that note, we're going. We will chat with y'all later on. Oh Lord, 3 hours. Oh,
All right.
All right. Thanks, brother.